1v1, it's 1v20 if I gotta smack niggas that right with you. Yeah, bring them out too, I clean.
Run that back. I'm so sorry, what? Hi, hello, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. Shout out to all access Patreon members who are seeing this first. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. If a video is ever blocked on YouTube, it will be available for free on Patreon, plus it's ad free. However, if you are interested, there is a all access membership that you can purchase. It gives you early access to all of my content, extended versions, non-blurred visuals, music videos, requested live performances, interviews, more weighing on what I do, and more. All the information will be in the description below. I've been working my way through Kendrick Lamar's discography. I started at section 80 and I've been working chronologically, and the time has come for us to jump into the Kendrick versus Drake battle. I'm very nervous. More than anything I think I've done on this channel, I've been going back and forth debating if I even want to put this video on YouTube, just because I'm so scared of the potential backlash. And I don't even know what's gonna happen. I mean, I've been on this Kendrick journey. I have so much respect and love for Kendrick. I feel like I know where this will probably go, but obviously I can't know for sure. I'm just so nervous. I want to be honest, I want to be here, but then I don't want to stir a pot. Like, that's never my intention. So the thought of upsetting fandoms, that's scary. That's so scary. I'm afraid. Also, my face speaks for itself, and like, I can't fix that. It doesn't matter who's rapping at the time. My face shows so much that there's no hiding it, and I mean, that's great from like a reaction standpoint. Like, you guys know, like, you're getting honesty here, but like, also, I'm scared of the fans. I know intros are never a great time, but give me a few minutes of your time, because I think it's going to be important to know where my outlook currently is before we hop into this. Early on, I did the control verse, I did Drake response then we did 2 different pre-battle roundup videos of tracks that connected, Pusha T beef with Drake, the whole 9 yards. I had all that, and then I also got sent, I don't even know at this point, maybe like 7 different context deep dive videos. One of them I did on live stream that is available, and the rest of them I did on my own time. Those of you who are not new are going to hear this same disclaimer regurgitated again, and I'm sorry, but I just feel like it's always important to state that I always want to respect art no matter what. But I've said it throughout this journey, I am a visitor in this space, and while this journey has been incredible for me to learn and to try to, understand a perspective, I'll truly never be able to fathom the Black experience in America. But just being able to even get what I have through this journey has been extremely impactful for me, and I am so grateful for so many reasons. But I really try to make sure that my content reflects how I try to operate my life, and it is treated with the utmost care and respect. That being said, this is hard for me to comment on because, quite frankly, so much of this doesn't feel like it is my place. I'm trying to balance that out with also being authentic and explaining the perspective that I currently have from what I've learned and gathered. And I'll use this as an example. As my channel suggests, like, everything's kind of going through my SWIFTIE lens, if you will. A lot of people I have found have an interesting relationship with Taylor Swift when it comes to being the type of music listener they are. There are some people like myself. I focus heavily on the lyrics. The sound comes secondary. It's not to say that I don't pick up on stuff. It's not to say I don't love it. It's just, especially like the first time I listen to something, I listen more about the lyrics than I do the actual music. Now, sometimes a music production is just too crazy good that it just takes you somewhere you're not paying attention to the lyrics. It's not that you can't experience both, but I would say primarily I am a lyric person. A lot of people in my life are music people. It's the way it sounds. The lyrics are secondary. The other thing is, for me as a music listener, when I listen to sad songs, gut-wrenching songs, or things like that, if it's things that I relate to, it makes me feel seen, it makes me feel heard. And even if it's not something that I experience, it's something that evokes emotions. And for someone like me who is not really great at processing my own emotions, music is really cathartic for me because it helps in a way process emotions. I'm not saying that that's the healthiest way, I'm just saying that's how it's been for me, right? I also have friends who they can't listen to sad, depressing music. For them, it makes them sad. It doesn't make them feel seen or heard. They only listen to that stuff when they are in that mood. Whereas for me, I can listen to that kind of stuff all the time. Now, it doesn't mean I'm in the mood for it all the time, not necessarily. But the reason I bring this up is because I think there's always going to be a place for music that is more lighthearted, more fun, more vibes, right? So when I'm looking at this, you have people who are really lyric heavy, and then people who lyrics are such a secondary thing. People who really love depth, evoking emotions, and some who are like, art is is how I escape, and I don't want to feel reality. It's just like a different type of book. Which one are you going to pick up? Will you pick up the sad ones? Do you just want the adventure? It's a preference. From my perspective, it's understandable and it's valid, whichever type of music that you gravitate towards, because at the end of the day, we're talking about art that we choose to consume. This situation in general is in of itself so complex, and I think a lot of that stems from the parts that I've learned through an amazing creator, FD Signifier. I've only watched the first part up until before it gets into the battle, but this art form, because of those cultural roots, adds a layer of complexity, which makes this so much more ambiguous. That's not to say that any genre of music, there is always going to be purists of different genres, and there is, everything in art gets traced back to humanity. It's not to ignore that all music in of itself is in some way culturally related, whether that be, the artists themselves speaking, whether it be the actual art form or the genre. Everything is that. But when you add in the fact that what we're talking about is rap, and the roots of that do come from Black culture, this Black experience, dealing with the oppression traditionally been exploited not only by the system itself, society, and our history, and even just looking at it as an industry level. The industry is notorious for exploitation of talent across genres, across any way you want to cut it from a demographic standpoint, but especially when it comes to Black talent and the exploitation of that is a whole other level. Where it's hard with this situation in this battle is that we are talking about rap that does have this history, and it gets complicated when you're talking about where are the lines with the industry. It's not that you can't have different experiences, but are you still respecting the roots and the places in which it evolved from? Are you leaning into the industry to make progress versus allowing the industry to further exploit things? And that line is really blurry. And I think from what I've seen throughout this, that is inherently where you get into why this particular situation is so complicated, and why you have people like Kendrick fans who look at the roots. The way Kendrick operates is the commercial viability is a tool used only because it's what he needs to spread his messages and his art. But anything past that is irrelevant. It's a tool that he wants to use because he, in a way, has to in order to do this thing that he loves and that he feels he was called to do. And so when you have that type of viewing someone who seems like the commercial viability is the main driving force, it's not my place to comment on that, quite frankly. Even what I've said thus far, honestly, it feels a little bit like me overstepping. It's just, that's kind of how I'm viewing this so far, and what I'm seeing, why this is so complicated, because it's that layer of where the roots are, the fighting against a system and seeing the industry and what it stands and represents, that this gets complicated. This isn't to diminish talent. This is about rapping and this battle and where it goes and that journey, and understanding that the way you view this rap battle has to be a little bit impacted by how you view the art of rap. Anything I say about either of these artists is not to diminish either one of them, because they are both very successful, incredibly talented people. It's just within the context of a rap battle, that is how I'm looking at this. And what that stands for is going to be a part of that. I think it's important for me to highlight this, because as I approach this battle, we're all biased, but I'm going to acknowledge, I have been on this Kendrick journey and have become a big Kendrick fan. So I acknowledge that there is that bias. That's not to say that I have not heard Drake stuff. I was a pretty big Drake fan in his early works. I have also, in the days leading up to this, listened to some of his more recent stuff, not to the level of scrutiny that I would say I do with my reaction videos. I read through lyrics as I went, but I also sometimes would get up and, go let the dog out. I just want to be honest about where I'm sitting at with this view of these artists, and, I want to acknowledge that I have not dove into Drake's entire discography. However, I will say, from the discography that I have listened to and have been listening to up until this, I feel like I am a little bit more aware than I was maybe a few weeks ago. I'm approaching these videos different than I normally do. Normally, I don't have up annotations or things like that. I don't look at that stuff until after a video is posted, after I learn more from the comments. I like to use my first reaction as a way to really gauge, okay, what did I pick up on, what did I not, before I dig into anything else. A really fun part of reactions for me. That said, while I have had, I feel like, a lot of preparation for this, since these tracks are so heavy on the context and they build off of each other. I'm gonna go through it the first time and kind of pick up on what I pick up on, and then we'll go over to Genius and then move on to the next track.
Don't skip ahead, this is important. I'm sorry I lied to you that the intro is over. I don't want to spoil things, but I'd rather protect your peace. If hearing more negative criticism and commentary about an artist, about Drake in this instance, is going to impact you in a negative way, maybe just skip this one. At the end of the day, these are just my opinions and they may not align with yours. It's not my intention to upset anyone or anything like that. I just wanted to add a final disclaimer, especially if you skipped the intro / my battle perspective. I just don't want you to spend your time watching a video that may not bring you joy or may have a negative impact on you. Totally fine. I'd rather you protect your peace. If you're staying, I hope you enjoy the video. And if you're not, I hope I'll catch you in the next one. Okay, bye.
Let's start where it all began. April 19th, 2020. That's TTPD. Their beef literally kicked off the day of Taylor's album release. That's so wild. Okay, push-ups. I'm so nervous. Jeez.
Never be nobody #1 fan. Your first #1, I had to put it in your hand. You pussies can't get booked outside America for nan. I'm out in Tokyo because I'm big in Japan. I'm the hit maker y'all depend on. Backstage in my city, it was friend zone. You won't never take no chain off of us. How the fuck you big stepping with a size 7 man's on? This the part with the bite, nigga, what's up? I know my picture on the wall when y'all cook up. Extortion, baby, whole career, you been shook up. Cause Top told you drop it, give me 50 likes of push-ups. Hood, your last one brick, you really not on shit. They make excuses for you cause they hate to see me lit. Pull your contract cause we gotta see the split. The way you doing splits, bitch, your pants might rip. You better do that, month.
Also, I really should have made this disclaimer, especially if you have not watched before. I have so much respect for rap. My dyslexia, I have always had such a hard time understanding rhyme schemes and stuff. Like even in school when we were just talking about like poetry, that was always a really hard concept for me to fully grasp. So I've always had a lot of respect for rap because of that. 99% of the time, not pick up on the rap schemes and stuff like that. I'm just gonna be honest. I noticed this a lot in the annotations during the pre-battle. So much of those annotations are about the, you know, how everything connects. I don't know how to explain this, but I feel like the rhyme schemes are more prevalent. There's a lot more of that annotated than in some of the other stuff that I've covered on this channel. So that makes me think that is like a really core component of battle tracks, and that's not my strong suit. So I just want to be honest, like I may pick up on some, but like lower your expectations. When I look at this, I'm just looking at lyrics, so just keep that in mind. Since we're already stopped, I had to put it in your hand. I'm still so like baffled by this. Like we've seen that throughout this whole thing about relying back on this, oh, he took him on tour and all that stuff, but like the reality is that kind of stuff doesn't, like to me, just because you help someone does not equate to blind loyalty if they feel like they're not, like they don't mesh up, you know? Also doesn't mean that he wouldn't have like made it either. Wasn't he already signed by that point? You can't get booked outside of America. This was after Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. Wasn't that international? You won't ever take no chains off. I feel like that's definitely connected to like that because you're talking about the take your chains and burn the tattoos. I was waiting for this. The shoe, which I'm sure is alluding to height. Still so perplexed by the whole big stepping thing. This is like the 4th time we've had a reference to big stepping. Do I just fundamentally not understand? Because I know this is a repeat of something I've already said in past videos, but Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, like, the point is not to be the big stepper. Right? The big stepper is like, you're stepping too big. You're making these big steps. It's not to say that you can't big step and be, you know, Mr. Morale, but the point is that when I listen to that album, the big stepper is the part of him that is not healed, that's holding onto this trauma, that is trying to cover it up with the shame and the excess and putting things on. So I just, every time I see these jabs at like, oh, you're big stepping, and it's like, that's not the point of the album. Right? I'm still baffled by this. I like this beat though. This bark with a bite, that is kind of funny. I know my picture up on the wall when y'all cooking up. That's really funny. Cause Top told you to drop, Top Dog? Do some push-ups. Your last one, Brick. When you listen to Kendrick's music, this is not to say that he is not commercially successful. Obviously he is incredible. But I'm just saying, his music is not for everyone. There are so many people who want to live in the world where they live in that ignorance is bliss. If you really start listening to his lyrics, you can't live in that world. Like, are they bangers? Yes. Can they be very commercially viable? Yes. But that, again, goes back to what I said earlier, like, that's a tool for him to get his message out to as many people as he can. It's not about just being commercially viable enough to sell things. I would say the opposite of what his main goal is. Like, the fame and that kind of stuff from the get-go has never been his thing. And even those times that he got caught up in it, he felt guilty about that. I mean, we've seen it all throughout his discography, but, you know, ultimately, we really saw it in Mr. Around the Big Steppers of him saying, like, even I fell into this. This doesn't speak to me. You know, like, this isn't what I should be doing. All that to be said, I just don't, you know, it's like, just streaming numbers, that's about the industry to a certain extent. Like, every artist to a certain extent is being exploited by the industry. There are those rare cases where, you know, you get to points where the bigger you get, the more you can leverage. So I can see him pointing that out, but to me, that just more highlights how messed up the system is, and that is exactly what Kendrick has been highlighting this whole time. But that's just me.
Way you doing splits, bitch, your pants might rip. You better do that motherfucking show inside the biddy. Maroon 5 need a verse, you better make it witty. Then we need a verse for the SWIFTIEs. Top say drop, you better drop and give them 50. Pip squeak, pipe down, you ain't in no big threes.
Hold on. The irony of this is, wasn't Drake, there was a commercial. It's like maybe it's for like Apple Music. Drake is singing Bad Blood. Is he saying that Kendrick needs to be on a feature for the notoriety? If that's what he's saying. Kendrick has never given off the vibe that he's just gonna be on anybody. He was willing to collaborate with Taylor. They have a lot of mutual respect for each other because of their writing and because of how they approach their artistry, how they weave in Easter eggs and all of these hidden meanings in their lyrics. Obviously there's commercial viability, yeah.
Pip squeak, pipe down, you ain't in no big three. SZA got you wiped down, Travis got you wiped down, Savage got you wiped down. Like your label, boy, you in the scope right now. And you gon' feel the aftermath of what I write down. I'm at the top of the mountain, so you tight now. Just to have this talk with your ass, I had to hike down. Big difference between Mike then and Mike now. What the fuck is this, a 20v1, nigga? What's a prince to a king? He a son, nigga. Get more love in the city that you from, nigga. Metro, shut your whole ass up and make some drums, nigga. Yeah, I'm the sixth guy, I'm the front runner. Y'all nigga manager was Charles' little blunt runner. Claim the 6 and you boys ain't even come from it. And when you boys got rich, you had to run from it.
What? Okay, hold on. Okay, Metro. Okay, that makes sense because Metro was on like that. Okay, what's a prince to a king? Because of the prince. Okay.
Flowing able bread. What's a prince to a king? Y'all nigga manager was Charles' little blunt.
Also, I mean, I guess we'll find out in Genius what some of this other people, but I mean, Metro makes sense, but who's their manager? So I guess is that talking about like Metro or Kendrick?
Claim the 6 and you boys ain't even come from it. And when you boys got rich, you had to run from it. Cash flowing able.
Who's from Toronto? Who are we talking about right now? Is he just calling out like a bunch of people? Is that why he said is this 20 versus 1? Oh, here's Abel. Okay, so now we're talking about The Weeknd. When did The Weeknd get in this? I guess he's just kind of calling out all people who have an issue with him.
Out here tricking. Shit we do for bitches, he doing for niggas. Jets, whips, chains, wicked. Spinning like you tryna fuck, boy, you trippin'. Drizzy Chippendale, probably got your bitch Chanel. I just got them done, boy, don't make me at the Chippendale. Rolling loud stage, I would turn, that was slick as hell. Shit'll probably change if it BM start to kiss and tell. Hugs and kisses, man, don't tell me about no switches. I'll be rocking every fuck.
Hugs and kisses, is that like the XO? Y'all's preparing me for this is helping significantly, because there's no way I would have ever gotten that.
In our own next visit, ayy. I be with some bodyguards like Whitney. Top say, drop your little midget ass, better fucking, ayy. Better drop and give me 50, ayy. Drop and
Is he accusing Whitney? Or, I mean, if he's talking about Kendrick in this, like, I mean, I guess you could talk about, like, well, wasn't Whitney Houston? I don't know, for some reason that makes me think of something. Like I don't know if that was like a song, maybe? The fact that he used Whitney regardless, knowing that Kendrick's in this song, that has to be intentional. Even if you could get away with saying it was something else. He's already dropped it. Okay. If he's first track in the like actual diss track saga has started, the first one he's dropping Whitney's name and accusing her of cheating. Jesus Christ. Also, do we say that word? I'm gonna need to look that up, because if that is still like an offensive word, we'll have to circle back to that.
Give me 50, niggas really got me out here talking like I'm 50. Niggas really got me out here rapping what I'm living. I might take it latest girl and cuff her like I'm Ricky. Can't believe he jumping in, this nigga turning 50. Every song that made it on a chart he got from Drizzy.
Are we now talking about Rick Ross? Okay, so this is just like kind of like a diss to like everyone. Interesting. Okay. I just didn't expect, like I expected there to be maybe some jabs like Metro and like Future because of like that, but I don't think I realized, like now I understand why everyone, I thought you guys just wanted me to know about these previous beefs because y'all were trying to show like what has come beforehand, but now I'm thinking it's more about the fact that everyone's in this. Okay.
Spend that little check, you gotta stay up out my business, nigga. Shout out to the hooper that be busting out the gritty. We know why you mad, nigga, I ain't even tripping. All that little heartbroken Twitter shit for bitches. This for all the top dogs, drop and give me 50, drop. In that fucking song, y'all got to not start the beef with us. This shit been brewing in a pot, now I'm heating up. I don't care what Cole think, that dot shit was weak as fuck. Champagne dripping, he is not fucking easing up. Nigga calling top to see if top want a piece of up. Top want a piece of up, top want a piece of up. Nah, pussy, now you on your own when you speaking up. You don't roll deep to this, it's not fucking deep enough. Begging cops or not, boy, you not fucking beating us.
Jesus, how many people are you gonna bring into this? I'm still hung up on that little heartbroken Twitter. Isn't that the same kind of stuff that he was always accused of? You would think that he'd be a little bit more sensitive to that. I don't even know who he's talking about. Who is that? Okay, I'm gonna have to learn that one. I don't care what Cole think. I feel like this is gonna be me through this whole thing. I will just never understand if a battle, okay. Hold on. This may sound like really stupid and ignorant, and I acknowledge that. But like, isn't the point of the battle like who's like rapping the best? Not necessarily like, hold on. When we're like, who's number one? I mean, I guess inherently, yeah, you have to take into consideration what like the world is streaming and that kind of stuff. But at the same time, I think everyone acknowledge, well, I guess not, but I feel like it's pretty common knowledge that you're fighting with the industry, and the industry is not necessarily fair. And this kind of goes on what I was saying earlier, because he chooses to speak his mind and talks about really heavy topics and stuff, those are not always the most commercially viable. And also, because you're speaking to things, I feel like choosing to go that route inherently means that you know that a lot of times people are not going to always be down for listening to that type of like depth. So you say it's weak because you don't think it was, because like I think Cole said that too about, I think in the annotations I read that it was like not just tragic, like tragic because yeah, like that is tragic, it's a lot to go through as a person, but also like because of like sales, I guess. I don't know, maybe it's just because I like look at this differently, but I guess in my head I'm kind of looking at this as who's the number one rapper, not necessarily who the number one person is commercially, because commercially you're gonna have to include the people who don't actually understand rap, the art form. Like commercial viability relies a lot on white people, and there's a lot of prejudice within white communities when it comes to rap. I may need to like tweak how I'm looking at this. I feel like I need to ask this question, but I can't. Like, I'm recording this. I'm not live with you guys, so I can't ask this question. This is not a question I'm going to be able to ask right now, so I guess we'll just keep going. I'm sorry. I'm so confused now, though.
Wise, I'm out of here, you not fucking creeping up. Money wise, I'm out of here, you not fucking sneaking up. Cornball, your show money, merch money, feed us. I'ma let you niggas work it out because I seen enough. This ain't even everything I know, don't wait the demon up. This ain't even everything Drop and give me 50, all you fuck niggas teaming up.
You smoking on Kendrick?
That's that clip.
Yeah, drop a 50 bag for the mob in a spot. Drop a 50 bag, 29 for the thought. I was really trying to keep it PG.
There was bars in there. I liked the production of that. There was definitely some bars. I am still confused about a few things, but I feel like that's probably just gonna be me throughout this battle, so maybe just ignore that part. One thing that did stand out to me though, that I don't think I commented on earlier, was when he was talking about the pull your contract because we gotta see the split. I don't know if I commented on that earlier, but in case I didn't, to me, all that's gonna do is highlight the exploitation in the industry. Like, as a Swiftie, I get this. Like, this is something that's very personal to us Swifties. Not only from like her and her master's fight, but well before that. It's really interesting when you think about it too, because like when you talk about like streaming numbers and stuff, Taylor's streaming numbers aren't even what they could be because she pulled her catalog from Spotify for years. And at one point she pulled from Apple because she fought for artists to get more royalty. And so many people didn't understand that saga because everyone thought it was just her wanting more money. But if you read her exposés on it, and if this is stuff that she's been talking about since she was a little child, the reason she went with the record label she went with, she already had a development deal with Sony or Universal, I can't even remember, I think it was Sony. But the reason she ended up going with a label that hadn't even been started yet was because when Scott Borchetta came up to her at a showcase and said, I want to sign you. He was leaving a big label and wanting to start his own. And she waited for him to get it and then signed with him. She became his first signed artist was because she wanted to be able to write all of her songs. She was like, I'm not going to sing other people's songs. I want to write my own songs. The reason I bring that up is like she's been fighting for artist rights since day one, and it's something she's talked about to her community for the whole time. So we were not surprised when she went into the fight of streaming. And later on she clarified, because a lot of people didn't understand it the first time she made this stance. She was like, because I have some leverage, it would be wrong of me not to fight for small writers. She's like, I want to fight for those young girls who were like me, sitting in the room writing songs. She was like, for a lot of artists not getting paid fairly for streams, or in the Apple case, they weren't going to pay the artist for the 3-month trial. And she wrote an expose and asked for them to change it, and they changed that policy. And what she cited was, she was like, this isn't about me. This is about the fact that small artists to not be paid for 3 months of their work is wrong. The reason I bring that up is pull out your contract. I mean, I guess you could say the bigger you are, the more you can leverage. But at this point, he signed with Top Dog when he was what, like 16? And then when it was time to renew, didn't he leave and start his own? Okay. I've been looking at this too long. Oh my god, I cannot believe I'm already filming this long. Bear with me. Okay, so I read the first little bit here, and most of it was kind of like what I was thinking. Obviously, there's more with like the how it connects and the entendres and all of that, but that's not my strong suit, so I'm not even gonna touch on that. I read through it. It is very cool. I am very impressed by all of that stuff for rap in general, but just a couple of things I wanted to kind of pick up on was this was about the Swifties and the Maroon 5 thing. From Drake's perspective, this is important to point out since Kendrick is widely considered to be the savior of, quote, real hip-hop, while Drake's music has been criticized for prioritizing mainstream appeal over quality. Drake implies that Lamar is just as prone to the musical inauthenticity as any other artist signed to a record label, saying that Kendrick will submit his wishes to Top. He's criticized for it. Okay, but there's a difference between being a feature on a few pop things and your sound itself. Okay. The Whitney thing, there was a film, it was called The Bodyguard with Whitney Houston, but it was also saying that it could be a jab at Whitney. To me, it's like, what could I do to include Whitney's name that I could then not be blamed for using Whitney's name? That's what that feels like to me personally. Which, if that is the way you look at it, then like he's already dropping that. I'm also having to be really careful because up above, I read something where it's like, this gets alluded to later on, and I was like, nope. I hate getting spoilers. So that does kind of change how I'm approaching this right now a little bit. Overall, I liked it. I did like the idea of the drop and give me the push up. That's funny. So same day, he drops Tailor-Made Freestyle. It's not spelled like Taylor. Oh my god. This is gonna bring her into it, isn't it?
Illuminati. Dawn's rise again. You can see it in my eyes again. Kendrick, we need ya. The West Coast savior. Ain't great in your name, and some hip-hop hit.
He used AI of Tupac's voice. That's just wrong. I don't care if it's to get back at Kendrick. That just seems so disrespectful. To bring out someone, I don't even want to listen to this. Oh my God. I can't believe he did that. What did his family say?
History. If you deal with this viciously, talk about them liking young girls, that's a gift from me. That's jail talk for real thugs. You gotta be you.
I am gonna get myself into trouble. All that about burning tattoos, he is not amused. That's jail talk for real. Is there no self-awareness? Has documented the people he's lost and the community he's grown up in? You're gonna call him for using... I'm living in an alternate reality. Also, like, what is this trying to get in front of the things that can be said about him?
I seen you too busy for the smoke.
You say you're too busy for the smoke. It's the same day. I'm so confused. So, hold on. Drake drops this randomly and basically kicks off the beef with push-ups. And then on the same day, he's like, you're too busy for this? What if his kid's sick? What if he has things already planned? Is he just supposed to drop his whole life for you in this beat? Like, what? I can understand if he's like, it's been 6 months. And is this different than, like, at this point, most of the time, don't they just go back and forth on albums? So, like, what's to say he wouldn't just... I'm so confused. I'm so sorry. All this preparation you guys did, and maybe I should have asked some, like, actual questions about how battles usually work, because this is perplexing to me. Okay, keep going.
So homegirl could run the numbers up. I would have refused. For these industry relationships, she not in your shoes.
Who are you talking about? She. Taylor made 19th. TTPD. Did it? Wait, hold on. Hold on. I'm looking at Genius. Hold on. I'm going over there. I need to know. Drake alleges Kendrick delayed the release of his response to avoid charting the Torture Post department. Am I living in an alternate reality? Didn't he move his album from Taylor's drop, like, previously? I think that was with Midnights. What do you mean? If you're gonna diss something, shouldn't you make sure that it can't be turned back on you? Drake moved his album. Drake admits he moved his album from Taylor Swift. Call is coming from inside the house. What do you mean? Okay. Just keep going.
He passed you the torch.
How did Snoop feel about this? Like, Tupac's, I'm sorry, for me personally, that's a line. I now do understand, though, why it was so hard to find this track. But how did Snoop feel about it? Because, like, at least Snoop can speak for himself because he's at least alive.
Never did nothing violent and know when it's the homies that empower you.
I think people are probably going to take this as me throwing a jab, but, like, I'm genuinely asking this. Has Drake just never listened through Kendrick's discography? I'm being serious. I'm not trying to, like, make a jab here. It's like he's talking about someone else. I'm just so confused. And not only that, but, like, irony? I'm not claiming to know Drake's life or the things that Drake's done. That's not, you know. But what do you mean? You're making jabs at Kendrick Lamar, who grew up in Compton, who's talked about all the people that he's lost along the way to violence. To me, super insensitive. But also, like, are you living in a different timeline? What?
Chess game, but are you out of moves? That you know the DOG never fucking...
Also, I'm just gonna throw this out there too. I mean, I know that this stuff gets talked about a lot in rap music, but there's just something really... Using someone's voice who died from gun violence and then say, like, I don't know. Like, that just... I guess to me personally, I'm just not really seeing, like, the artistry in that. It doesn't make me feel like I want to, like, jam out to this song or, ooh, got him. Like, I feel almost wrong for listening to this. Maybe I'm just out of touch or being sensitive here, but I don't know, that's just how I feel.
That is you. But right now, it seems like you posted up without a clue of what the fuck you about to do.
Yeah, that's the truth. But now we gotta wait a fucking week, cause Taylor Swift is your new top. And if you about to drop, she gotta approve. This girl really about to make you act like you not in a feud. She tailor-made your schedule with Ant, you out of the loop. Hate all you corporate industry puppets, I'm not in the mood. I love it when you niggas talk loose like I'm not in the room. Since like that, your tone...
I'm so sorry. I really am trying to... First of all, I'm just gonna say this. Even if that's true, I'm so sorry, but that's smart business. Like, there's a difference between being a puppet to the industry and being strategic in your business strategy. So, like, even if that's true, like, I don't really see that as a diss, personally, from, like, a business perspective. However, it's the same day. Again, I keep going back to that. Like, is my timeline wrong? Did this come out later and maybe I just got the dates wrong? Hold on, let me look. It says it was released on the 19th. This whole thing, like, this doesn't make sense to me. But also just I hate all you corporate industry puppets.
I guess you need another week to figure out how to improve on the loop. Yeah, shout out to Taylor Swift. Biggest gangster in the music game right now. You know, I moved my album when she dropped. I said that already. You know, she about to do a Millie Rock on your head top, but she got the whole PG Lang on mute like that Beyonce.
I don't get it. I moved my album when it dropped. I already said that. So why are you saying this now?
I say challenge, y'all boys quiet for the weekend. Like, I know you in that NY apartment, you struggling right now. I know it. In a notepad doing lyrical gymnastics, my boy. You better have a motherfucking quintuple entendre on that shit. Some shit I don't even understand. Like, shit better be crazy. We waiting on you.
I don't think you understand his discography at this point. I probably shouldn't say that. Definitely gonna need to edit that out for you too. I know Taylor probably didn't say anything. Like, Taylor doesn't do things like that, but I guarantee you she did something behind this. Somehow she pushed back on this. I don't know how, but I know she did, because there's no way. She listens to a lot of rap music. There's got to be something, because I cannot imagine her knowing that her name was associated with Tupac like this, in this type of setup, being a fan of hers and seeing what has made her uncomfortable and things like that in the past. There's no way that her being associated with an AI of Tupac, like, there's no way that she... Oh my God, is that why Jack Antonoff got involved? Because I know he got involved. Someone told me that in the comments. Is there another reason why? I wonder. Okay, I need to let the cat... It's ridiculous, Dobby. That was ridiculous. Okay, that was wild. Next up, we have Kendrick's drop, which was Euphoria, which came on April 30th. You know, I never thought about this in the context of... Wasn't Drake associated with Euphoria? Why did I never think about that? I knew that that was a track name, but I didn't ever really think about... He's chasing a fly. He's chasing a fly. He was the executive producer on the show. So is that why he titled it Euphoria? Why did I never think of that before this moment? The irony of that. And I say the irony because these are some of the, you know, Taylor conspiracy theories. Sometimes we think she drops certain things, does certain things to change the news articles that come up. Because, like, sometimes there's things that she doesn't, like, I mean, it's brilliant PR, but it's, you know, like, there's been some times where people are like, oh, like, did she do this to bury this? Hold on, puppy, I'll take you in just a second. There's, like, a kind of famous one that I won't get into, but basically it has to deal with a 1975 concert. And so there was, like, the speculation at one point that she performed one of her new songs, like, no one had heard it before, but she performed it at a 1979 show. And a lot of people were theorizing that the reason she did that was because that way, when people searched Taylor Swift 1975, it would, now granted that this was prior to her dating Matty Healy, but that she did that so when you looked up that, you wouldn't see that old news story. What's ironic about this is that now when you look up Euphoria and Drake, you're gonna get Kendrick. There's no way that wasn't intentional. Okay, hold on. I gotta take Legend out before I start this. Salem is back, so there's that. He has returned from his slumber. He's apparently joining us. Okay, we were about to start Euphoria. Oh yeah, I was having my revelation about Euphoria. That's crazy. Also, I'm sorry the AC is back on. It is way too hot in here. So, I'm so sorry if you can hear that.
Euphoria.
What was that? Really? Is that reversed? Is this like Damn all over again? I can't do this with you, Kendrick. I cannot. I can't say I'm shocked that he... Can we just talk about how Salem is back for Kendrick? He's been gone this whole time and then he comes back for Kendrick? Be so for real. I swear he's the biggest fan. Okay, I'm gonna need you to move though. Like, I love you, but you're gonna have to, you know. But seriously, I can't do this with you, Kendrick. I cannot have, like, this video cannot turn into me in like a damn spiral again, okay? We don't have time for that. I have already been filming for an ungodly amount of time. I'm gonna have to look at Genius for what that is, because I'm pretty sure that's reversed. Starting there. Yeah. That is not what I expected.
Them superpowers get neutralized. I can only watch in silence. The famous actor we once knew is looking paranoid and now spiraling. You're moving just like a degenerate. Every antic is feeling distasteful.
The beauty in him starting this track with like, let's just vibe. Like, he's so... I'm not saying he's not taking it serious, but I'm just saying like he's so unserious. He's just like, yeah, like I'm in my Mr. Morale era still. What do you mean? Oh my God. Okay, I'm so sorry. I just like did not expect that.
Famous actor we once knew is looking paranoid and now spiraling. You're moving just like a degenerate. Every antic is feeling distasteful. I calculate you're not as calculated. I can even predict your angles. Fabricating stories on the family front, cause you heard Mr. Morale. A pathetic master manipulator. I can smell the tails on you now. You're not a rap artist, you're a scam artist with the hopes of being accepted. Tommy Hilfiger stood out, but FUBU never had been your collection. I make music that electrify 'em. You make music that pacify 'em. I can double down on that line, but spare you this time. That's random acts of kindness. Know you're a master manipulator and habitual.
No. Oh my God. I think I picked up on a scheme? I don't... You make... Maybe that's a stretch. Maybe I shouldn't say that. No, I'm gonna say it. No, will y'all stop? Oh my God, this is not the time. He is like... Salem is so hyped right now. This is weird. He doesn't he normally wants pets and stuff, but he's like, I don't think y'all could see him, but he was on desk and Dobby just hopped back up here too. And he was like, he's like all... I haven't ever seen you and Kendrick Lamar in the same room. Are you Kendrick Lamar via Animagus? Be so for real. Okay, no, I'm sorry. I need to calm down. Okay, wait, what was I saying? Oh, you make music that'll pacify them? I can double down on that line, but spare you this time. That's random acts of kindness. Okay, now that I say it out loud, maybe it is a stretch. But it's just pacify makes me think of pacifier. I might have to edit this out. Might be a stretch. I don't know. But isn't that kind of how this, like, the lines, they like connect to the next... Okay, we'll keep going. Oh my God, it's a 6 minute 20. I shouldn't even be surprised. Ooh, but that's random acts of kindness.
I can double down on that line, but spare you this time. That's random acts of kindness. Know you're a master manipulator and habitual liar too. But don't tell no lie about me, and I won't tell truths about you.
That's okay. Wait. I think I've heard this part. That's from. I've heard that part from the Super Bowl. That line, though, now that I've gone through his discography, that's in something else. Around... Damn? No. Feel... Oh, tell that Matthew. No. It's the line with the paranormal. I'm almost... Which is the heart part 4? 4. Wait, damn, 1, 4, yeah, 4, right? I'm sure Genius will tell me. Okay, I love that line. I loved it in whenever I heard it, but it is interesting to like, I just feel like everything he does is intentional, so is that supposed to, wait, is this him linking it to other things? Maybe? Okay, keep going. Shoo! The cats.
I'm out the way, I'm low, okay. Yeah, the island right here's remote, okay. I ain't thinking about no reaper, nigga, I'm reaping what I sow, okay. Got a Benjamin and a Jackson all in my house, like I'm Joe, okay. Hellcat, met his homeboys and them types LA solo, okay. Everybody wanna be demon till they get chipped by your throwaway, and I might do a show.
Run that back. Hellcat, hold on. Oh, I have chills. You think about no reaper, reaping what I sow. Oh, I love that. I got a Benjamin and a Jackson and all in my house like I'm Joe. Like Benjamin, like presidents? So like he's in the White House? Don't take that. I don't know. Money? Well, no, because then why would you have Joe in it? Okay, we're moving on. Hellcat. The way he spoke that, I loved it. Hellcat. Are we talking about like a Hellcat? Or we could talk? No, there's a car that's a Hellcat, right? I think. Made his home to sell their soul, and because he said demon in the last one, Drake did, right? He said something about like, don't make me bring the demon out.
Hellcat, met his homeboys and them types LA solo, okay. Everybody wanna be demon till they get chipped by your throwaway. And
the way he says everybody wanna be demon, that scratches my brain.
Hellcat, met his homeboys and them types LA solo, okay. Everybody wanna be demon till they get chipped by your throwaway, and I might do a show a day. Once a lame, always a lame. Oh, you thought the money, the power of fame will make you go away. Ooh. Have you ever played? Have you ever? Okay, nigga, let's play. Have you ever walked your enemy down like with a poker face? Have you ever paid 500,000 like to an open case? Well, I have, and I failed at both, but I came out straight.
I hate when a rapper talk about guns, then somebody died, they turn into nuns, then I hop online like pray for my city, he faking for likes and digital hugs. His daddy a killer, he wanna be junior, they must have forgot the shit that they done. Dementia must run in his family, but let it get shaky. I park his son, the very first time
Dementia, Parkinson's. Holy, wait. Also, the context, hold on. I need to chill. Hold on. I don't understand the context of this, but it sounds fire. I hate when a rapper talk about guns, then somebody die, they turn into nuns, then hop online like pray for my city. There's gotta be a story there. But also, that's what I was talking about. I've said this about Kendrick's music before, like when he talks about like women, drugs, guns, like the tone that he delivers stuff in, it, to me, when I listen to Kendrick's music, he balances like the three things. Within his discography, it's all kind of balanced out between talking about the way he grew up, right? So like this is him talking about his life, and then talking about like the expectation, the way society paints it and all that stuff, but also the realities of what it's like to live, to continue to be in these areas because the system is set up to perpetuate these things. And then the other times it's like he's in that category when he's like, listen, I understand the hypocrisy, but also if someone comes after my family, like, I'm gonna defend myself. You know what I mean? And then there's the other one where even when he talks about those things and it sounds more braggy and all that kind of stuff, it's always so well rounded out with him being aware that there's hypocritical natures to it, or it's a metaphor. It's representative of something else. I can't really think of a time when he's using those things as just a like ego, this is what it's like to be me kind of thing. It's always so well balanced with the other things, and that's what that feels like to me. I may be taking that too far, but that's what it feels like to me. Also the faking for likes and digital hugs. His daddy a killer, he wanna be junior, they must have forgot the shit they've done. I feel like everything that I know about his dad, that doesn't really match up a lot. Maybe that's more about like, what is it you guys said in that? Y'all use the word inherited in the context and background info document stuff that I wrote up. Y'all talked about like inheriting beef, so maybe it's that? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see in a minute.
Dementia must run in his family, but let it get shaky. I park his son. The very first time I shot me and Drake, the homie had told me to aim it this way. I didn't point down enough. Today I show you I learned from those mistakes. Somebody had told me that you got a ring. On God, I'm ready to double the wage. I'd rather do that than let a Canadian nigga make Pac turn in his grave. Cut the business, you got shit twisted. What is it, the brakes? I hurt your feelings, you don't work with me no more. Okay.
There's 3 ghosts left, and I see 2 of them kissing and hugging on stage. I love them to death, and in 8 bars I'll explain their phrase.
I love him. Okay, I did learn what a jack was in another video, so I actually understood that. Someone had told me you got the ring. That sounds like a continuation. Oh, wait, someone told me this. I literally got a DM or a comment, one of the two, about that like a week ago. And it said that you should also know Drake bought, I guess at like an auction or something like that, bought Tupac's ring. That's what that's gotta be talking about. Oh my God. After hearing the last song and knowing, that just doesn't sit right with me. I forgot that Salem was sitting there during that. I have no idea if he was in front of the camera, so I am so sorry if he was. He just really loves the camera. Like, I don't know if he loves Kendrick or the camera more. It's a toss-up.
It's nothing nobody can tell me. I don't want to talk on no celly. You know I got language barriers. It's no accent you can sell me. You're cold and ivory, you know I'm a selfish nigga. The crown is heavy. I pray they my real friends. If not, I'm YNW Melly. I don't like you popping shit at Pharrell. For him, I inherit the beef. Yeah, fuck all that pushing P. Let me see you push a T. You better off spinning again on him. You think about pushing me. He's Terrence Thornton, I'm Terrence Crawford. Yeah, I'm whooping feet. We ain't gotta get personal. This a friendly fade. You should keep it that way. I know some shit about niggas that make gonna wanna look like a saint. This ain't been about critics, not about gimmicks, not about who the greatest. It's always been about love and hate. Now let me say I'm the biggest hater. I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. I hate the way that you sneak this. If I catch flight, it's gonna be direct. We hate the bitches you fuck, cause they confuse themselves with real women. You notice I said we, it's not just me. I'm what the culture feeling. How many more fairy tale stories about your life till we had enough? How many more black features till you finally feel that you're black enough? I like Drake with the melodies. I don't like Drake when he act tough. You gon' make a nigga bring back Puff. Let me see if Chubbs really crashed something. Yeah, my first one like my last one.
I'm so sorry. I hurt your feelings. You want to work with me? Oh my God. I can't wait to know what that sounds vaguely familiar. Can we not use scratch posts while I'm filming? I can't wait to find out what that YNW Millie, that sounds vaguely familiar. Oof, the crown is heavy. I inherit that beef, like, oof, and the Pusha T thing. God, I am so glad that I did the pre-battle round. Like, this hit so much more. Like, I know it wouldn't have, there's no way it would have hit the same. So I'm really glad I got to do that. Better off spinning again on him than think about pushing me. I don't know who the Terrence deal, so I'll find out with Genius. Also, that like you gotta give the man credit. He has given him so many opportunities with the we ain't gotta get personal. Let's this a friendly fade. You should keep it that way. And he's like, I know some things, because he says like, I don't know who that is, but it's like it's gonna make it look like that person's a saint. So like whatever he's got must be pretty bad. So like you should think about this. I also love that he brought up at the beginning saying about critics, not about gimmicks, not about who's the greatest. It's always been about love and hate, and let me say I'm the biggest hater. We're listening to that again.
This ain't been about critics, not about gimmicks, not about who the greatest. It's always been about love and hate. Now let me say I'm the biggest hater. I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. I hate the way that you sneak this. If I catch flight, it's gonna be direct. We hate the bitches you fuck, cause they confuse themselves with real women. Then notice I said we, it's not just me. I'm what the culture feeling.
That, now I know where the title of that video came from.
How many more fairy tale stories about your life till we had enough? How many more black features till you finally feel that you're black enough? Ooh. I like Drake with the melodies. I don't like Drake when he act tough. You gon' make a nigga bring back Puff. Let me see if Chubbs really crashed something. Yeah, my first one like my last one. It's a classic, you don't have one. Let your core audience stomach that. Then tell them where you get your abs from. V12, it's a fast one. Bow, bow, bow. Last one. Headshot for the year.
I'm sure there was a lot of things in between, but I got Hellcat and I got V12. That's all I got. So that's a great representation of how much I pick up on the rhyme schemes. It is that little, because I imagine there was things all throughout that I did not pick up on. So Just wanted to highlight that for the class. Anyways, moving on.
12, it's a fast one. Last one. Headshot for the year. You better walk around like Daft Punk. Remember? Hey, top dog, who the fuck they think they playing with? Extortion my middle name as soon as you jump off of that plane, bitch. I'm allergic to the lame shit. Only you like being famous. Yachty can't give you no swag neither. I don't give a fuck about who you hanging with. I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. Surprised you wanted that feature request. You know that we got some shit to address. I even hate when you say the word nigga. But that's just me, I guess. Some shit just cringeworthy. Ain't even gotta be deep, I guess. Still love when you see success. Everything with me is blessed. Keep making me dance, waving my hand, and it won't be no threat. I'm knowing they call you the boy, but where's the man? Cause I ain't seen him yet.
I don't even know what to do. I don't. My stomach. That famous line. I'm allergic to lame. Only you like being famous. Had to let the freaking cat out, per usual. I left the door open, so is this how, like, the rumor, I guess, maybe got started about for first person shooter? That was a feature request? Is this how we, like, started to think that, because I think I don't think it's been confirmed. I think it's, like, allegedly. Is this where we got that information? Surprised that you wanted that feature request. You know that we got some shit to address. Oh my god, that next line. Oh my, You should have stopped. You should have stopped after this song. I'm not even finished.
Still love when you see success. Everything with me is blessed. Keep making me dance, waving my hand, and it won't be no threat.
You know, you gotta give him credit though. He's like, listen, like, I'm not trying to end your career. I just, these things are different.
They call you the boy, but where's the man? Cause I ain't seen him yet. Matter of fact, I ain't even bleed him yet. Can I bleed him back? When I see you stand by sexy red, I believe you see two bad bitches. I believe you don't like women. It's real competition. You might pop ass with them. Let's speak on percentage. Show me your splits. I'll make sure I double back with you. You assigned to a nigga that signed to a nigga that said he was signed to that nigga. Try cease and desist on I like that record. Oh, what? You ain't like that record? Back to back. I like that record. I'm gonna get back to that for the record.
Damn. I think that is talking about the Lil Wayne to the baby, that whole thing. Okay, I picked up on that. Thank you, background document info. I'm so sorry. Try cease and desist on like that record? Oh, what? You ain't like that record? This man tried to get it a cease and desist on that? Also, you guys are gonna have to tell me, like, throughout this battle, like, is there proof of any of this? Does anything ever, like, I don't know how these battles normally work. Like, do we just take what they say and, like, you know, everything you have to take with a grain of salt? Or do receipts ever come out? I'm just interested to know, like, how that works. If he, like, dropped that, like, by the way, back to back, I like that record. I'm gonna get back to that for the record. So is he saying, I'm gonna get back to that for the record? Is he saying, like, the next lines will be talking about that? Or is he alluding to the fact that he's gonna do that? Because doesn't he, later on in the battle, he drops two things back to back, right? Kind of like Drake did at the beginning. So maybe that's, like, foreshadowing what's to come if he keeps this up.
I'm gonna get back to that for the record. Why would I call around trying to get dirt on niggas? Y'all thinking my life is rap? That's whole shit. I got a son to raise, but I can see you don't know nothing about that. Waking them up, know nothing about that. Then tell them to pray, know nothing about that. Then giving them tools to walk through life like day by day, know nothing about that. Teaching them morals, integrity, discipline. Listen, man, you don't know nothing about that. Speaking the truth and consider what God's considering. You don't know nothing about that. Ain't 20v1, it's 1v20. If I gotta smack niggas that right with you, yeah, bring them out too. I clean.
Run that back. I'm so sorry, what?
Teaching them morals, integrity. Speaking the truth and consider what God's considering. You don't know nothing about that. Ain't 20v1, it's 1v20. If I gotta smack niggas that right with you, yeah, bring them out too. I clean them out too. Tell Bean that he better stay right with you.
This was more what I was expecting with the whole battle stuff. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. I need to chill. I need to chill. I need to take it down. Okay.
Battling ghosts or AI, nigga feeling like Bean that he better stay right with you. Am I battling ghosts or AI? Nigga feeling like Joel Austin. Funny, he was in a film called AI. And my 6'6" telling me to off him. I'm a blick niggas all in they coughing. Yeah, OB-ho niggas is dick riders. Tell them run to America to imitate heritage. They can't imitate this violence. What I learned is niggas don't like the West Coast, and I'm fine with it. I'll push the line with it. Pick a nigga off one at a time with it. We can be on a 3-hour time difference. Don't speak on the family, Crody. It can get deep in the family, Crody. Talk about me and my family, Crody. Someone go bleed in your family, Crody. I be at New Hawk King eating fried rice.
The like warnings. Do you really want to go there? Oh my. Sorry, Fang just tried to attack Salem. He was running behind him trying to tackle him to the ground. Over this track, I cannot. Salem's like, get me out of here. I hate the way that you talk. I hate the way that you walk. Whew, that is just...
Crody, I be at New Hawk King eating fried rice with a dip sauce and a blammy, Crody. Tell me your cheesing, fam. We can do this right now on the camera, Crody. Hey, fuck y'all niggas, I don't trust y'all niggas. I wave one finger and thump y'all niggas like, field goal punt y'all niggas, they punk y'all niggas. Nobody never took my food. Whoever that's fucking with them, fuck you niggas and fuck the industry too. If you take it there, I'm taking it further. Psst, that's something you don't wanna do. Ooh.
We don't wanna hear you say nigga no more. We don't wanna hear you say nigga no more. Stop.
Holy. I don't even know what to say. Oh my god, genius. Okay, so here's what I found so far. So yeah, a lot of connections throughout that I definitely did not pick up. What was the top ones I wanted to talk about? The Pray for My City thing, wild. The fact that that came from his Remember Me Toronto. And then I was right about the Birdman thing, the daddy wanna be the junior deal. It also says it might be the whole J Prince Jr. thing too, so either one of those. The YNW Melly that murdered 2 fellow rappers. That is wild to say. Also had no clue that Terrence Thornton was Pusha T, so that whole thing makes a lot more sense now, and the Terrence Crawford being the professional, undefeated boxer. What else? So I just scrolled to the top and I realized that I forgot about the first intro thing, but it also made me think, and I haven't clicked on these yet, so I might be answering my own questions, but hold on. Oh, this, I don't even think I commented on this at the beginning. I calculated you're not as calculated. I can even predict your angle. Fabricating stories on the family front because you heard Mr. Morale, and a pathetic master manipulator. I can smell the tails on you now. I don't know if he just was thinking about how Drake has acted in previous battle beef situations and he's guessing that he would do that, or maybe he's just saying that because of the Whitney line. I guess that would make, but he's saying I can predict your angle. I don't know. Also the pacify thing on this, it brings that up, so maybe I wasn't clowning too hard. Okay, the intro, and then we're gonna switch. Okay, wait, so the reverse, everything they say about me is true. A remake of The Wizard of Oz? You could've stopped the track there. That's crazy. The Scarecrow was played by Michael Jackson. Stop it, this literal straw man. I can't. Okay, what's next? Oh, I love how it was like, doesn't he do that later on in the beef? He literally drops twice right here. Euphoria and then 616 in LA. My bad. I'm just ignore me. I was told that Drake does do the, which I had seen on an album before, I'm pretty sure, but the timestamp and the place, so I know that that is pulling from Drake's stuff that he does. This was on May 3rd, 2024, 9 a.m. The production.
Yeah. There's survival. I think somebody lying. Smell somebody lying. I don't see no fire.
Off-white Sunseeker had the marina. Fuck a phantom, I like to buy yachts when I get the fever. Wine cooler spill on my white t-shirt, the sightseer. Trifecta, money, morals, and culture. That's my leisure, my visa. Passport tatted, I show hub in Ibiza. Luke Callie's dwellings in Brooklyn just to book me some pizza. Who can reach us? Only God can teleport this type of freedom. God, my confession is yours. But who am I if I don't go to war? There's opportunity when living with loss. I discover myself would not fall short. Raise my hands to a falling sky. I fantasize me jumping planets, immortalized. I correspond. 3 angels watching me all the time. Put my children to sleep with a prayer, then close my eyes. Definition of peace. Tell me who gon' stop me. I come from love, Estelle. Cover my heart, then open me up. Remember when picked up a pen, lyrics that I can trust. Timid soul.
It's the fact that he like talks about like, involvement with his children throughout is like, that's not new, but just to see it in this context. Oh my god, this production. Wait, which one? Oh my god, wait. Jack Antonoff in Soundwave. Damn. My boy Jack. Okay. Wait.
Staring in the mirror, asking where I was from often. I know this type of power has gone cost, but I live in circadian rhythms of a shooting star. The mannerisms of Raphael, I can heal and give you art, but the industry's cooked as I pick the carcass apart. Yeah, somebody's lying.
Industry's cooked as I pick the carcass apart. Circadian rhythms of a shooting star. Oh, I can't. The mannerisms of Raphael, I can heal and give you art. So like Raphael the archangel and then Raphael like the painter? Keep going.
I can see the vibes on act. Even he looking compromised. Let's peel the layers back. Ain't no brownie.
Hold on. Go back.
I can heal and give you art, but the industry's cooked as I pick the carcass apart. Yeah, somebody's lying. I can see the vibes on act. Even he looking compromised. Let's peel the layers back. Ain't no brownie points will be in your chest. Harassing ant. Fucking with good people make good people go to bed. Conspiracies about cash, dog. That's not even the leak. Find the Jews like cash, dog. I just need you to think. Are you finally ready to play? Have you?
I'm so sorry, what? Yeah, somebody's lying. I can see the vibes on act. Even he looking compromised. Let's peel the layers back. Ain't no bounty points for beating your chest, harassing ant. So is this like him trying to get information on him? Good people make good people go to bat. Conspiracies about cash, dog. That's not even the leak. Find the jewels like cash, doll. I just need you to think. Are you finally ready to play Have You Ever? Let's see. Is he saying like he's trying to get information on him? Or is he... The leak. Somebody's lying. Even he's looking compromised. That's not even the leak. So there's information being leaked. Wait, so in Euphoria...
Let's see, have you ever thought that OVO is working for me? Fake bully, I hate bullies. You must be a terrible person. Everyone inside your team is whispering that you deserve it. Can't Tussie slide up out of this one, it's just gonna resurface. Every dog gotta have his day, now living your purpose. It was fun until you start to put money in the streets. Then lost money cause they came back with no receipts. I'm sorry that I live a boring life. I love peace, but war ready if the world is ready to see you bleed. The Elohim KTW, no you can't sleep. These images trouble you. Know the wires in your circle should puzzle you. If you were street smart, then you would have caught that your entourage is only to hustle you. 100 niggas that you got on salary, and 20 of them want you as a casualty. And one of them is actually next to you, and 2 of them is practically tired of your lifestyle. Just don't got the audacity to tell you, but let me tell you some game.
What is brilliant about this is the paranoia that's got to cause. I mean, I feel like it's not crazy of a stretch, because like in the last song I was literally like, oh, he might be talking about how like he already talked about Whitney, so like he felt like he was going down that rabbit hole. So like, I mean, I guess it wouldn't be crazy, but like, would you want to take that gamble? And part of me thinks like Kendrick wouldn't take that gamble, but then part of me, I also think he might do that. Like, because, okay, so here's my thing. If he takes that gamble because he just thought it and does this, there isn't a leak. Drake's looking for a leak and he's paranoid about it. Or on the other side, he actually does have a leak. So like either way, it's like psychological warfare. I wasn't prepared for this. How were y'all, like, I can't imagine it's happening in real time.
Cause I can see you, my little homie. You playing dirty with propaganda, hit blow up on you. You're playing nerdy with Zach Bia and Twitter bots. But your reality can't hide behind Wi-Fi. Your little means is losing steam, they figured you out. The first opinions is not convincing, y'all need a new route. It's time that you look around on who's around you. Before you figure that you're not alone, ask what Mike would do.
No. Oh, I have chills. I am not okay. I am so sorry. What would Mike do? And then you think about him being... You think about the people around him and like his death. Oh, that psychological warfare. This is psychological warfare. I can't. Genius. Hold on. Okay, yeah, this is insane. Like, this, I don't even know what to say about this. I know I'm not really breaking things down, but like, there's just so much. There's just so much. I can't. Okay, so same day, that's wild. Same day, March 3rd, 2024, 11:06 p.m., Family Matters drops. We are going to watch the visualizer for it, because I was told to. Now, as everyone, in case you don't know, I do not do well with visuals. I'm horrible with music video. I have to physically see the lyrics to get a lot. I know this is a visualizer, so I think the lyrics will be on screen, but I tell my Patreon community this every single time. They really overestimate my ability to not get distracted. My ADHD is just like, no. Between that and the dyslexia, I'm screwed. But we're gonna try it. Definitely gonna have to go back to some lyrics. I feel like I need my emotional support chocolate chips out because, listen, the fact that it's called Family Matters and he's already warned him about the family, like, I just... Oh my god, I'm so nervous. Okay, I feel like it's really heating up now, and I don't think I'm prepared.
Honey, you've got a big storm coming.
I don't know that I'd ever be prepared though, so, you know, here we are. Okay, Family Matters. Oh my god, it's 7 minutes and 36 seconds. Jeez.
Maybe in this song, you shouldn't start by saying...
Nigga, I said it, I know that you mad. I've emptied the clip over friendlier jabs. You mentioned my seed, now deal with his dad. I gotta go bad, I gotta go bad. Yeah, draw.
The van. No.
Drop a 50 bag for the mob in a spot. Drop a 50.
Didn't we already say that? The drop the 50, wasn't that in the first one? Right? I haven't, that's from the first song, right? That we did with push-ups?
Bag 29 for the thought. I was really trying to keep it PG. I was really trying to keep it PG. If you had a set, they give your ass a DP.
So did he just always have this? So if that song where he was like kind of, hold on. The end of Push-Ups or Tailor-Made Freestyle, whichever one it was, it had that as like the outro. So is it basically like that song picks up to this song? So he's had this the whole time? Did Kendrick, I'm sorry, my brain is spiraling. I've also been filming for an obnoxious amount of time. Like, has he had it this whole time? And Kendrick was like, don't do it, because that would support the whole leak theory. This is, okay, I can't.
To civilian gang in real life, you PC. You know who really bang except my nigga YG. You know who really bang except my nigga Chuck T.
Is he about to crush this car? That's so messed up.
You know who even bang a set out there is CB. And nigga cold losing sleep on this, it ain't me. You better have some paperwork or that shit fake T. Can't be rapping about no ratting that we can't read. I mean it's true, a nigga slimy for my AP. Just like how Metro nigga slimy for his main squeeze. Out here begging for attention, nigga say please. Always rapping like you about to get the slaves freed. You just acting like an activist, it's make believe. Don't even go back to your hood and plant no money trees. Say you.
I don't know a ton about Kendrick's personal life. I know basically what I've said in my videos thus far. Like I bring up the things I know as I go along. First of all, just because you don't hear stuff doesn't mean he isn't doing stuff. He clearly, if you listen to Mr. Morale and Big Steppers, he clearly is someone who's like, he's not doing it for the attention, as you shouldn't. People will probably never know how much he's done for the community. However, that said, I do know, I have heard so many stories already about the things that he's done. What do you mean? What do you mean he hasn't given back? What do you mean?
Hate the girls I fuck, but what you really mean? I've been with black and white and everything that's in between. You the black messiah, wifing up a mixed queen. And hit vanilla cream to help out with your self-esteem. On some Bobby shit, I wanna know what Whitney need. All that puppy love was over in y'all late teens. Why you never hold your son and tell him say cheese? We could've left the kids out of this, don't blame me. You a dog and you know it, you just play.
What do you mean we could have left the kids out of this? You started the family, what? Also, like a mixed, is that about because he had like complexion and black earth, like, I'm trying, I'm really trying to give this a fair shot, but what do you mean? When someone publicly comes out and says, these are the things I've struggled with, these are the things, like, I'm putting myself on, I'm acknowledging these things, I'm acknowledging the hypocrisy, I'm putting music out to not only process it, but to highlight it for the listeners, to go back on those things and make jabs at it, like, you're missing the point. The art is the acceptance. Like, this goes back to what I said about things like ricocheting back with like the whole Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers thing, like the Big Steppers. He's admitted that. He's talked about, my gosh, I think it was Mr. Morale and Big Steppers. I don't know, it's all blended together at this point right now. But about the sheriff's daughter and all that stuff, like, I guess it just doesn't like hit the same for me because I'm like, it feels like you're missing the point. It feels like getting Spark Notes versions. You think you grasp what you've heard, but so you're putting it in this, but like they don't hit because they don't fit the narrative. To put jabs at someone who's already like publicly showed off their trauma, their scars, their coping mechanisms, and gone through this healing journey, like, you're talking to someone who's already publicly stated these things for himself, put himself and his family like out for display. I don't know.
Your baby mama cash was always screaming, save me. You did it dirty all your life, you tryna make peace. I heard that one of them little kids might be day free. Don't make it day freeze, cause if your GM is your BM secret BD, then this is all making plenty fucking sense to me. Hey, let that shorty breathe, shake that ass, bitch. Hands on your knees, hands on your knees, hands on your knees. Shake that ass for Drake, now shake that ass for free. Yeah.
Ew. What? I need to go back to the slaves free line. To discredit art that has a purpose and is trying to highlight systemic issues, show all these things, like that's what we're going for?
Yeah. We're not that kind of free, I'm talking about my nigga Dave. Yo man, a Lil K, we call that shit a mini Dre. He always said I overlooked him, I was staring straight. These bars go over Kenny head no matter what I say. I know you like to keep it short, so let me paraphrase. Knew it was smoke when Abel hit us with the serenade. Niggas say, almost started reaching for my waist. Drop a 50 bag for the mob in a spot. Drop a 50 bag, 29 for the thought. I was really trying to keep it. Yeah. Stop.
No, not you missing the point again. I'm concerned about the reading comprehension. Respectfully. Sorry. That was a little mean. But like you're doing the like, to me, this is the time, to me what would have been a cool, like, clapback, if you will, is to come back and show just, like, the depth that you could go. Yeah, I can do this too, but I like, remember when he said on that one song about I decided to go pop, I would have taken all your fans if I would have stayed on some conscious shit. An impact would have been to go deep. Like, to show how, like, this is a choice. You know, it's not that I, like, can't, I don't know. I guess at the same time, then one could argue really highlighting how much you're leaning into the industry, so maybe that isn't the best idea, but I don't know. If I know these are the things that people have an issue with, if Kendrick's like, oh, you can't do all these things, blah, blah, so he's like, let me show you how I could do it. Like, that to me would have maybe, like, hit a little more. Same thing with the, like, violence deal. You're using the things that he's literally calling out, and to me, it's just, like, digging the hole deeper. I don't know.
I playing around and take this shit serious,
like the sniper thing, like,
this is a joke, I take it serious though. Yo, look. If Drake shooters doing TikToks, nigga really shooting in your gang, that's peace, brother. Y'all ain't getting shit shot, nigga. Can't listen to the stick talking falsetto, saving for a hip hop, nigga. You don't even be at home, dog. You a souvenir out the gift shop, nigga. Still mad about that one hoe. We ain't even fuck, I just lip lock with her. I get active when it's wartime. I ain't even really let my dick drop, nigga. What the fuck I heard Rick drop, nigga. Talking something about a nose job, nigga. Ozempic got a side effect of jealousy and doubt. I never told y'all niggas. Put a nigga in the bars, let a nigga rock, kinda like your old job, nigga. House sitting on some land, but it's out where no one even really know y'all niggas. Bitches gotta drive 2 hours for you pay them just to give a blowjob, nigga. Must've started up a snowball, cause my last record deal was 400 ends. These days, that's a low bar, nigga. Hey, who's next on the list? Which one of my so-called niggas? Which one of my so-called niggas? Which one of my so-called niggas need a sheriff on the clip? Always knew I had to smoke y'all niggas. Good kid, Mad City van, wheel pot the latch and make the door slide. Tears running down my cheek, laughing at you pussy dying, it's a war cry. Weekend music getting played in all the spots where boys got a little more pride. That's why all your friends dip into Atlanta paying just to find a tour guide. Able run your fucking bread, need to buy some more.
Why are we talking about other... In the first one, I could understand, but it sounds like other people are dropping, and instead of doing a track to each person, he's doing one combined one? Is that normal? Earlier when I was like, there's so many people, like, I kind of thought about it and I was like, okay, well, if multiple people have come at you and you're saying this and then you're waiting to see who does respond, so Kendrick responds, right? To me, I was like, oh, okay, so I guess I can understand, like, the first track being a little bit more with a bunch of people, but I really didn't expect... I expected this to just be Kendrick. If you were bringing up other people, it was in relation to Kendrick. But this kind of feels like you were talking about Kendrick and now you've switched.
Days for some more guys. Let me find another street nigga I could take to the game courtside. Let me get a used Ferrari for a rapper, take the nigga on a horse ride. Anything to take a spotlight off the fact the boss is a drugged out little punk sissy from the north side. Rock.
Also, like, maybe I'm just, like, missing it. Like, maybe this is how this normally goes, but it's like, so much of this is just about, like, I don't know, I guess I just, like, don't really get it. I feel like I'm missing something. I understand that some of this is part of the rap scheme stuff, so, like, he may be saying stuff that sounds like he's talking about just the surface level thing, but in the scheme, maybe it has, like, you know, the triple entendre meanings. I feel like that's probably some of this too. I acknowledge that. I guess what's kind of like not connecting with me is, I guess I expected the battle to battle the things that were talked about specifically in the last, like they were call and response, is what I was kind of thinking. For example, with this one, I expected him to basically clap back. One of Kendrick's main points is about not being with the culture, exploiting that. It's bigger than fame. Like, this isn't about fame. This isn't about who you know. I don't care who you know. I expected this response to not be so heavy on those things. And again, I understand that I may not be understanding all of the triple entendres and all of those things because that isn't my strong suit, so I acknowledge that. But I'm just surprised at how much, in a way, it's just kind of like further proving the point that Kendrick's making. And I just think that's, I mean, aside from like the stuff he's done with Whitney stuff and everything like that, other than that, like, so much of this is about, you know, I'm on top and, you know, all these people want this stuff and I'm made this money, like, you know?
Kim talking shit again. Gas cause you hit my BM first, nigga, do the math who I was hitting in. I ain't even know you rap still, cause they only talking about your fit again. Probably gotta have a kid again, for you think of dropping any shit again. Even when you do drop, they gon' say you should've modeled cause it's mid again. Smoking 50, but they should've put you on the first one, trying to get it in. Ask Spring if this a good idea, the next time you cut it in a bed again. She'll even tell you leave the boy alone, before you get your head split again. Pluto shit made me sick to my stomach, we ain't never really been through it. Lil Wayne.
Why are we talking about literally, like, this doesn't give the vibe that a lot of these people are connected to Kendrick. I'm so confused.
He a fucking lame, so I know he had to be an influence. These niggas had a plan and they finally found a way to rope you into it. 2 separate albums dissing, I just did a Kim to it. Niggas skimmed through it. Me and Savage had the hoes dripping wet at shows, almost had to swim to it. K-Dot shit is only hitting hard when Baby King put his pen to it. Ross calling me the white boy and the shit kinda got a ring to it. Cause all these rappers waving white flags while the whole fucking club sing to it. Murder scene on your man tonight, then come to vigil with the candlelight. Body at the fucking body and you know Rick reading my Miranda rights. I'm going on vacation, I hope next time y'all plan it right. Cause you gotta pay for saying my name. Guess now niggas understand the price, man. What? Hey, Kendrick just opened his mouth. Someone go hand him a Grammy right now. Where's your uncle at? Cause I wanna.
How is that a diss? I'm so confused. Like, I feel like the comments could just like roast me being like, how can you not? Because like, I'm genuinely baffled.
I talk to the man in the house. West Coast niggas do phase, right? Come get this ass whooping, I'm handing them out. You wanna take off for real? Then come get his legacy out of my house. A cease and desist is for hoes. Can't listen to lies that come out of your mouth. You caught a 2-pack of steak and begged them to sue me and get that shit down. I'm losing perspective.
He called and begged it. Are you serious? You can't even acknowledge. Like, if I were you, I would have just like pretended that didn't exist. But you think that Kendrick called them and was like, can you sue him? It was blatantly disrespectful. Not to mention, like, I'm pretty sure I remember you guys telling me that Kendrick had gone to them about To Pimp a Butterfly, or he sent it to him or something like that, and they loved it and all stuff. Like, you think that they don't know who is respectful about his memory? And then you do that? Not only did you do it to someone who clearly has so much respect and wants to carry on his legacy, it was bad enough for you to AI his voice anyways, and to use it not even in a respectful way, but to use it in a diss track where you're talking about so much violence, which the man literally was killed from gun violence. And you think that they wouldn't have had a problem unless Kendrick called? What do you mean? I'm losing perspective on this beef? Did you ever have the perspective? I'm gonna get canceled. I need to shut my mouth. I'm just so confused. Happy co-parenting, happy divorce. Okay, also, listen, I gotta say this. Pretend for a second that child isn't Kendrick's. You know what that says to me about Kendrick's character? 1, that he sees Whitney as an equal. Why? Because he struggled with a lust addiction. He has cheated on her throughout their relationship. For him to say, you know what? I understand if this were true. I'm not saying it is, but I'm just saying if that were true, right? To me, that says something about his character, that he sees that, like, if you were in Kendrick's shoes, would you just be like, no? That says more about you than it does about him. And if that was true, that it was Dave Free's child, the fact that he is raising them both as his own, and like, what is up with the mob thing? Am I just like so out of the loop on, like, what is he like? I mean, since when is he associated with the what? Also, I almost commented on this, but I didn't know if I was taking it right about the weekend music getting played in spots where boys got a little more pride. It's 2024 at this point. Also, if you know anything about trends and things, like, the LGBTQIA plus community has always been on the forefront of innovating and finding things, and the fact that we bought that music should be looked at in a high regard. Okay, moving on. I'm looking through the annotations and so much of this isn't even about Kendrick. I'm so confused. Is this normal? I mean, I don't know, maybe it's not normal also to have this many people coming for you, so like maybe that's part of it. Your daddy got robbed by Top, so he's contradicting that happened. So he's saying that didn't happen. Why? Like, what's the purpose of that? Okay, let me say this. If it didn't happen, all that shows to me is that Kendrick is an amazing storyteller. But also, like, why lie about that? Self-defense, and then later on he goes on brings up, like, apparently there was this claim against Kendrick and all that stuff, and of course a crisis management team wanted to do it, because if these are legitimate claims, like, why not? It is never my intention to play down a victim. That's not my intention here, but it's also like, why would you contact someone's label before you would go to the police? Or go to the media. That's weird. I'm just saying there is a flaw in that logic. It doesn't bringing out the crisis management team for that, like, of course, because I mean, if there was legitimate concerns and that went to the police, you know what I mean? Okay. Maybe I'm Prince and you Michael's praying his features would change so people would believe that he's actually. I feel like I am quite literally living in a parallel universe. Next up, we have the Buried Alive parody that dropped at the same time as Family Matters.
If you in a pine box, I would shovel dirt on top. I'd play this record on repeat. You always been a bitch to me. If you was in a pine box, I would still be in my spot. For you to make it to the peak, it have to be the death of me. Looking in the mirror, still embarrassed. Stop talking how you gonna spare us. React like an infant whenever I mention. It's like you need tension, I always get attention. Alive, jealousy disguised as your motherfucking pride. Took you on your first tour with us trying to catch a vibe. I was headline, you was standing on the side. Brought you and that other hoe along for the ride.
I'm so sorry, but can we do like literally anything different? We've talked about that so much. If you helping someone equates to you expecting blind loyalty for the rest of their career, that is not helping someone. And that just speaks more to your character.
It's time people lined up for your ass. Now you saying two pussy boys getting out of line. You been hating hard for a very long time. It feel like Twitter ghost writing your reply. Streets out here talking like at least a nigga tried. That's how you felt in 2011 while we wasting time. Dreams come true, Crody, this is where you die.
You want to talk about Twitter ghostwriting your reply? What do you mean? I swear, it's like, you know when like someone just, their ego, like they just can no longer be reached? That's what this feels like. Cause it's like, what about his past two things have felt like Twitter was ghostwriting? What? I'm so perplexed. Drake suggests that Kendrick makes music that's very cryptic and unexplained by him. And people, especially on Twitter, overanalyze his lyrics and give them meaning that Kendrick did not intend. That's the beauty of art. What do you mean? It's supposed to be comedic because Kendrick has previously criticized Drake for having a ghostwriter. How is that comedic? Like, you're not denying. I'm so confused. Also, I love how he says, you've been hating for a long time. What gave you that opinion? In Euphoria where he was like, this is about love and hate? I don't know. Maybe I'm just letting my biasy take over, but I am just... Same day, May 3rd, Family Matters dropped at 11:06, and then at 11:30, I believe. For some reason I was thinking it was 11:46. I know it was close, but I think it was a little bit longer than that. But regardless, we're gonna go ahead and hop into it.
Dear Adonis, I'm sorry that man is your father, let me be honest. It takes a man to be a man, your dad is not responsive. I look at him and wish your grandpa would a world condom. I'm sorry that you gotta grow up and then stand behind him. Life is hard, I know, the challenge is always...
This man really started a song with Dear Adonis. Run that back.
Dear Adonis, I'm sorry that man is your father, let me be honest. It takes a man to be a man, your dad is not responsive. I look at him and wish your grandpa would a world condom. I'm sorry that you gotta grow up and then stand behind them. Life is hard, I know. The challenges always go beat us home. Sometimes our parents make mistakes that affect us until we grown. And you're a good kid that need good leadership. Let me be your mentor, since your daddy don't teach you shit. Never let a man piss on your leg, son. Either you die right there or pop that man in the head, son. Never fall in the escort business, that's bad religion. Please remember, you could be a bitch even if you got bitches. Never code switch, whether right or wrong. You're a black man, even if it don't benefit your goals. Do some push-ups, get some discipline. Don't cut them corners like your daddy did. Fuck what Ozempic did. Don't pay to play with them Brazilians. Get a gym membership. Understand, no throwing rocks and hiding hands, that's law. Don't be ashamed about who you with, that's how he treats your mom. Don't have a kid to hide again, be sure 5% will comprehend.
Don't
be ashamed about who you with, that's how he treats your moms. Don't have a kid to hide again, be sure 5% will comprehend, but 95 is lost. Be proud of who you are. Your strength come from within. A lot of superstars that's real, but your daddy ain't one of them. And you nothing like him. You'll carry yourself as king. Can't understand me right now. Just play this when you 18. Dear Sandra, your son got some habits, I hope you don't undermine them. Especially with all the girls that's hurt inside this climate. You're a woman, so you know how it feels to be in alignment with emotion, hoping a man can see you and not be blinded. Dear Dennis.
The production on his tracks are so catchy. They're not like overly aggressive about it. It's just bars, and I vibe with that.
Birth to a master manipulator. Even using you to prove who he is a huge favor. I think you should ask for more paper and more paper and more paper. I'm blaming you for all his gambling addictions, psychopath intuition, the man that liked to play victim. You raised a horrible fucking person. The nerve of you, Dennis. Sandra, sit down. What I'm about to say is heavy. Now listen. Your son's a sick man with sick thoughts. I think niggas like him should die. Him and Weinstein should get fucked up in a cell for the rest of their life. He hates black women, hypersexualize them with kinks of an info fetish. Grew facial hair because he understood being a beard just fit him better. He got sex offenders on OVO that he keep on a monthly allowance. A child should never be compromised, and he keeping his child around him. And we gotta raise our daughters knowing there's predators like him lurking. Fuck a rap battle, he should die so all of these women can live with a purpose. I've been in this industry 12 years, I'ma tell y'all one little secret. It's some weird shit going on, and some of these artists be here to police it. They be streamlining victims all inside of their home and calling them tender. Then leak videos, sell themselves to further push their agendas. To any woman that be playing this music, know that you're playing your sister. Or better yet, selling your niece. To the weirdos, not the good ones. Cat Williams, I gave you the truth, so I'ma get mines. The embassy about to get raided too, it's only a matter of time. Hey, Lil Bron, keep the family away. Hey, Curry, keep the family away. To anybody that embody the love for their kids, keep the family away. They looking at you too, if you standing by him. Keep the family away. I'm looking to shoot through any pervert that lives. Keep the family safe. Dear baby girl, I'm sorry that your father not active inside your world. He don't commit to much, but it's music, yeah, that's for sure.
Oh my God, he's got another kid. There was that line. What line was that where I was like, that's a weird line, right? It was something. Oh, the man is brilliant.
Your narcissist, misogynist, living inside his songs. Try to destroy families rather than taking care of his own. Should be teaching you timetables or watching Frozen with you. Or at your 11th birthday, singing poems with you. Instead, he being Turks, paying for sex and popping perks. Examples that you don't deserve. I want to tell you that you're loved, you're brave, you're kind. You got a gift to change the world and can change your father's mind. Cause our children is the future, but he lives inside confusion. Money's always been illusion, but that's the life he's used to. His father probably didn't claim him neither. History do repeats itself, sometimes it don't need a reason. But I would like to say it's not your fault that he's hiding another child. Give him grace, this the reason I made Mr. Morale. So our babies like you can...
Oh, this man took it full circle by bringing out the... Because, yeah, that's Mr. Morale. Oh, holy shit. Holy shit.
some confidence to go through something. It's hope later. I never want to hear you chasing man, cause it's felt behavior. Sitting in the club with sugar daddies for validation. You need to know that love is eternity and trumps all pain. I tell you who your father is, just play this song when it rains. Yes, he's a hit maker, songwriter, superstar, right? And a fucking deadbeat that should never say more life. Meet the Grams. Dear Hybrid, I know you probably thinking I wanted to.
I'm just picturing sitting and like present when y'all were present for this, having Family Matters, and then this drops not an hour later. That is insane. That's insane. Oh my God.
Your party, but truthfully I don't. Dear Hybrid, I know you probably thinking I wanted to crash your party, but truthfully I don't have a hating bone in my body. Listen.
Okay, Kendrick, come on. I listen to Euphoria.
It's supposed to be a good exhibition within the game, but you fucked up the moment you called out my family's name.
True.
Why you had to stoop so low to discredit some decent people. Guess integrity is lost when the metaphors doesn't reach you. I like to understand, cause your house was never a home. 37, but you showing up as a 7-year-old. You got gambling problems, drinking problems, pill popping and spending problems, bad with money, whorehouse, soliciting women problems. Therapy's a lovely start, but I suggest some ayahuasca, strip the ego from the bottom. I try to empathize with you, cause I know that you ain't been through nothing. Crave entitlement, but wanna be like so bad that it's puzzling. No dominance. Let's recap moments when you didn't fit in. No secret handshakes with your friend. No culture cachet to binge. Just disrespecting your mother. Identities on the fence. Don't know which family will love you. The skin that you living in is compromised in personas. Can't channel your masculine even when standing next to a woman. You a body shamer. You go hide them baby mamas, ain't you? You embarrassed of them. That's not right. That ain't how mama raised us. Take that mask off. I wanna see what's under them achievements. Why believe you? You never gave us nothing to believe in. Cause you lied about religious views. You lied about your surgery. You lied about your accent and your past tense. All is perjury. You lied about your ghostwriters. You lied about your crew members. They all pussy. You lied on them. I know they all got you in them. You lied about your son. You lied about your daughter, huh? You lied about them other kids that's out there hoping that you come. You lied about the only artist that can offer you some help. Fuck a rap battle. This a long life battle with yourself.
Damn. He's like, let me say it for you one more time because you're still not getting the point. My brain is mush. I feel like I've listened. Guys, I don't think you understand. I have been filming for so many hours, it's not even funny because I'm going through the annotations afterwards. So there's been, I mean, this is taking, I think at this point, we are further than like an actual album, or we're either very close to it or we've surpassed it at this point. I think I'm definitely gonna have to do the music video separately because like I do not have, like this video is unbelievably long. Filming wise, I don't think the end result will necessarily be that, but that's insane. I don't even think I really need to like dig into the annotations. I will dig into them after this, but I don't even think like I think I got most of that. I am just all the stuff about the women and like how he views it. I mean, I said that on the pre-battle roundup. I was like, wait, why does this sound so different than what I remember? Like, am I looking at rose-colored glasses? And a lot of people were like, no, it just got significantly more misogynistic. And that, I mean, I'm sorry I'm not going through these like crazy, I am just like, there's nothing that could have prepared me for this. Holy crap. I think one of my favorite lines, guess integrity is lost when the metaphors don't reach you. I will say that the 616 in LA, I think, I don't know, I stopped the recording and I went and grabbed a snack real quick. And the more I think about it, the more and more I think there's like a lot of layers there that I didn't pick up on. So I feel like I definitely need to go back to that one. I know I need to go back in general, but oh my god. Also the cover of Meet the Grams, like are the receipt looking thing, like what are those, like proof items? Is that the thing? We need to keep going. I can't. My brain is mush and I still have like 2 more songs. Okay. Oh, next up is Not Like Us. Obviously I've heard parts of this song, so, but never the whole thing. And this was dropped the next day. Oh, I didn't realize it dropped that close. Actually, I didn't realize that it was a triple. Oh, no, it wasn't. I was being dumb. Wait, right? Yeah, because Family Matters. Okay. Meet the Grams, and then he comes back with Not Like Us. Okay. I'm with you. Okay, so Not Like Us, May 4th, 2024. I am so sorry. I don't think I've heard that beginning. Or if I did hear it in the Super Bowl, I did not remember it.
Psst, I see dead people.
Oh, the beat is just...
Hey, mustard on the beat, ho, Debo, any rap nigga, he a free throw. Man down, call like Amber Lambs, tell him breathe, bro. Nail a nigga to the cross, he walk around like Tizo. What's up with these jabroni ass niggas trying to see Compton? The industry can hate me, fuck them all and they mama. How many options you really got? I mean, it's too many options. I'm finna pass on this body, I'm John Stockton.
This hits so, like the parts that I've heard, this hits so different with all the context. Like I thought it was great when I heard it in the Super Bowl, but oh my god.
Beat your ass and hide the Bible if God watching. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. Certified boogeyman, I'm the one that up to score with him. Walking down whole time, I know he got some hoe in him. Pull on him, extort shit, bully the flow on him. Say Drake, I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to cell block 1. To any bitch that talk to him and they in love, just make sure you hide your little sister from him. They tell me Chubb's the only one that get your hand-me-downs. And party at the party playing with his nose now. And Baca got a weird case, why is he around? Certified lover boys, certified pedophiles. Wop, that fuck him up. Wop, I'ma do my stuff. Why you trolling like a bitch, ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor. They not like us, they not like us, they not like us. They not like us, they not like us, they not like us. You think the Bay gon' let you disrespect Pop, nigga? I think that Oakland show gon' be your last stop, nigga. They cold foul, I don't know why you still pretending. What is the owl? Bird niggas and bird bitches, go. The audience not dumb, shape the stories how you want. Hey Drake, they're not slow. Rabbit hole is still deep, I can go further, I promise. Ain't there some P-rest that's for bitching? You Malibu most wanted.
The rabbit hole is still deep, I can go further, I promise. Kendrick Lamar.
Rabbit hole is still deep, I can go further, I promise. Ain't there some P-rest that's for bitching? You Malibu most wanted, ain't no law boy, you ball boy, fresh Gatorade or something. Since 2009, I had this bitch jumping. You niggas will get a wedgie, be flipped over your boxes, or over your foe. The other vaginal option, pussy, nigga better straighten they posture. Got famous all up in contact, might write this with a doctrine. Tell a pop star quit hiding, fuck a caption, won't action. No accident, I'm hands on, he fuck around, get polished. Fucked on Wayne Grow, he was in jail, that's conniving. Then get his face tatted like a bitch apologizing. I'm glad D-Rose came home, y'all didn't deserve him neither. From Alondra down to Central, nigga better not speak on Serena. And your homeboy needs a subpoena, that predator moving flocks. That name gotta be registered and placed on neighborhood watch. I lean on you niggas like another line of walk. Yeah, it's all eyes on me and I'ma send it up the pot. Ay, put the roll label on me, I'ma get them dropped. Ay, sweet chin music and I won't pass the ox. Ay, how many stocks do I really have in stock? Ay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 5. Ay, devil is a lie, here's 69 God. Ay, freaky ass niggas need to stay their ass inside. Ay, roll their ass up like a fresh pack of Zod. Ay, city is back up, it's a must, we outside. Ay.
I just have I really did not expect my brain to be this fried by the end of this. I really didn't. Like, and I don't mean that in any way. I just, like, after going through his albums, I was just, but like, – This is the craziest shit I've ever seen. Let's just vibe. Like, I can't.
They not like us. 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 Once upon a time, all of us was in chains. Homie still double down, calling us some slaves. Atlanta was the mecca, building railroads and trains. Bear with me for a second, let me put y'all on game. The settlers was using town folk to make them richer. Fast forward 2024, you got the same agenda.
Ooh.
You run to Atlanta when you need a check balance. Let me break it down for you, this the real nigga challenge. You called future when you didn't see the club. Like, what? Little baby help you get your lingo up. What? 21 get your first street cred. Thug make you feel like you a slime in your head. Like, what? Quavo said you can be from North Side. What? 2 Chainz say you good, but he lied. You run to Atlanta when you need a few dollars. No, you not a colleague, you a fucking colonizer. The family matter and the truth of the matter. Here was God's plan to show y'all the liar. He a fan, he a fan, he a fan. He a fan, he a fan, he a freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Hey, 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 run for your life. Hey, 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 run for your life. Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Hey, hey, hey,
That's
hey,
insane.
run for your life. Hey, 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 run for your life. Let me hear you say OV ho. OV ho. Say OV ho. OV ho. Then step this way. Step that way, then step this way, step that way. Are you my friend? Are we locked in? Then step this way, step that way, then step this way, step that way.
Oh my god. This is insane. I simply, oh my god, I have like 4 songs. Oh my god, guys, this is, I don't know that I can do all these. Okay, let's just do the heart part 6 and then see how I feel. The Heart Part 6 by Drake, which was dropped the next day on May 5th.
Pulitzer Prize winner is definitely spiraling. I got your fucking lines tapped, I swear that I'm dialed in. First I was a rat, so where's the proof of the trial then? Where's the paperwork of the cabinet is filed in? 1090 Jake would've took all the walls down. The streets would've had me hiding out in a small town. My Montreal connects stand up, not far down. The ones that you getting your stories from, they all clowns. I am a war general, seasoned in preparation. My jacket is covered in medals, honor and decoration. You waited for this moment, overcome with the desperation. We plotted for a week and then we fed you the information. A daughter that's 11 years old, I bet he takes it. We thought about giving a fake name or a destination, but you so thirsty, you not concerned with investigation. Instead, you in that Venice studio, it's a celebration. You gotta learn to fact check things and be less impatient. Your fans are rejoicing, thinking
it's the lack of self-awareness for me. It just, guys, if you're still here, you probably are like Team Kendrick here, okay? Because I think I probably have offended anybody who wasn't. But like, I really did try. But I just can't deal with the lack of self-awareness. I just can't. So he gets and now you're gonna claim that you falsified that. Also, why would you preemptively drop the whole he's gonna bring up pedophile accusations, but not that? Why would you let it go that far? The Pulitzer Prize is definitely spiraling. What about what he has said so far makes it sound like he's spiraling? He sounds chill and in control in every song. Also, now let me see you prove it. Where was that energy for the things that you said? Like, if you're, like, listen, I'm a big believer that if you're gonna say something, you better be able to back it and you better be able to do it under scrutiny. Where was that in your tracks?
this is my expiration. Even the picture you use, the jokes and the medication, the Maybach glove and the drug he uses for less since inflation. Master manipulator, you bid on a speculation. You dumb and reactive, nigga, I'm petty with dedication. What about the bones we dug up in that excavation? And why isn't Whitney denying all of the allegations? Why is she following Dave free and not Mr. Morale? You haven't seen the kids in 6 months, the distance is wild. Dave leaving heart emojis underneath pics of the child. Speaking of anything with a child, let's get to that now.
Because he put two hearts under an Instagram. What are we, in middle school? Do you think that like equates? It's a comment. Do you know how little that means? I'm so sorry. Leaving hearts underneath and pics of a child. Perhaps because he basically is like an uncle because he's been close to Kendrick his whole life. It's weird that you think that means something. Also, why isn't Whitney denying all the allegations? Why should she have to? You are claiming that she's had an affair. Like, why should she be denying anything? What? I can't.
This Epstein angle was the shit I expected. TikTok videos you collected and dissected. Instead of being on some direct shit.
Sorry about that, I had an interruption. But I'm back now. Sorry about that. I don't want to get into a big debate, but like, hasn't there been like, I know there was the thing on stage with a 17-year-old, and just the fact that he didn't immediately like freak out is concerning to me. I'm just being honest. He's saying like the TikTok videos you collected and dissected, instead of being on some direct shit.
And dissected. Instead of being on some direct shit, you rather fucking grab your pen and misdirect shit. My mom came over today and I was like, mother, wait a second. That's that one record where you say you got molested.
No.
Oh, fuck.
No, I'm done. Absolutely not. No. Pardon my French, but are you fucking kidding me? What is wrong with you? I'm sorry, that's disgusting. There is no coming back from that. Genuinely, I do not even want to listen to the rest of this. I'm like sitting here being like, I don't want to disappoint, but I'm like really struggling at the thought of pressing play again. That's ridiculous. I don't know how you I guess if you hadn't heard the record and you didn't understand what is so messed up about that, but anybody who had heard the record, are you serious? Oh, but then that next line, the one where you say, even if you hadn't heard the track, that should be enough to be like, yeah, no, I can't support this. I literally had to take a second because what? You know what? We're gonna finish this out and then we're gonna be done with it. And then I'm out.
Fuck me, I just made the whole connection. This about to get so depressing. This is trauma from your own confessions. This when your father leave you home alone with no protection, so neglected. That's why these pedophile raps and shit you so obsessed with is so
Are you think, first of First of all, again with the reading comprehension, did you even listen to it? The fact that he would cross that line is, I just can't. Why are you so obsessed with? No, in fact, it's because he cares about his culture and he wants to talk about really hard, traumatic things and wants to highlight these issues. And if you are a part of that, that shit's personal.
They acting like it's so aggressive, but you just never known affection. I don't want to dish you anymore. This really
How do you link
got me second guessing. Touch My Body by Mariah Carey play, you probably start reflecting. I never been with no one underage, but now I understand why that's the angle that you really mess with. Just for clarity, I feel disgusted. I'm too respected. If I was fucking young girls, I promise I'd have been arrested. I'm way too famous.
You cannot think that that is logical. The fact that you are popular, you have power, and you... I am baffled. As if fame wouldn't... My God! Look at the allegations. You know what?
The shit's too intimate. I'm praying you recover from both incidents, but you a piece of shit, so this shit really no.
The difference, even if that was true, the difference between him as a father, like, what do you mean? I know, this is ridiculous. I need to shut this door and I need to take a second. It's gonna take me 30 minutes to get through this fucking song.
Coincidence. Drake is not a name that you gon' see on no sex offender list. Easy does it. You mention it A minor, but nigga, I'm your baby mama screensaver. Only fucking with Whitney's, not Millie Bobby Browns. I never look twice at no teenager. I'm a fucking hit maker, dawg, not a peacemaker. Yeah, bullets that I'm stuffing in each chamber. Your ass in extreme danger. Stop buying views and buy comments. You may as well keep the paper. Shit you about to need for later. I give a fuck about your streaming data. You could drop 100 more records. I'll see you later. Yeah, maybe when you meet your maker. I don't wanna fight with a woman beater. It feeds your nature. If you still bumping R. Kelly, you could thank the savior. Said if they deleted his music, then your music is going to a hypocrite. I don't understand why these people praise you. Sounding like you sent him commissary when he needs some paper. Album dropping soon, no wonder you turn to clout chasers. I'm not gonna lie, this shit was some good exercise. Like, it's good to get out, get the pen working. You would be a worthy competitor if I was really a predator and you weren't fucking lying to every blogger and editor, but it is what it is.
This is your comeback.
You definitely got this shit burnt the fuck out though. Like, you got 10 more records to drop. The one before the last one, we finessed you into telling a story that doesn't even exist. And then you go and drop the West Coast one to try and cover that up. I would like that one. That would be some shit I could dance to if you wasn't tripling down on some whole other bullshit, but you know, at least your fans are getting some raps out of you. I'm happy I can motivate you, bring you back to the game, like, you know, but just let me know when we're getting to the facts. Everything in my shit is facts. I'm waiting on you to return the favor.
You can't even have facts about the things that are clearly in lyrics. Like, go look at fucking Genius. Like, if you're gonna reference stuff, at least let it be right. What the fuck is this? This is insane. And what was this whole production? The way he proved the points for Kendrick over and over and over. I did not expect that. I did not expect that. That was, please tell me that, I mean, seriously, like, am I living in an alternate universe? I don't give a fuck about your streaming data. Like, as if that is the only thing. Continuing with the violent stuff, the bullets, I'm stuffing each, like, it's like, did he already have these, like, done beforehand, and he's just dropping them even though they don't, like, fit? Like, I just cannot get over the line. Just for clarity, I feel disgusted. I'm too respected. You literally dropped Epstein in this. And then lines down, you're like, how would I not have got caught? What do you mean? The way that just, like, all of this has just further proven the points that Kendrick has made is, like, unbelievable. What's the song of Kendrick's that's like, I don't even need to do anything, like, they hang themselves? Case in point. Oh, I just cannot get over him, no. That is just, like, I know Kendrick was saying similar themes in each track, but they felt so different. So much of this just feels like the literal same lines repeated. I don't. And how much of this, like, there's some of this, like, narcissistic tendency in this that you can read out, where it's like, if you've ever been around a narcissist, the way the script will get flipped, like, the same things that are being said, like, that is just, like, all over this. I literally don't know how I could even post this to YouTube without having Drake stans, like, freak out. If I would have known this is where we were going, I wouldn't have even done this. I'm reading now on Genius. If you're still bumping R. Kelly, you should thank the savior. Said if they deleted his music, then your music's going to be too. Drake references hate content and hateful conduct, where they may remove music. So it would, this policy's implementation led to multiple artists being removed from playlists, notably XX and R. Kelly. Listen, I always keep it real. Like, from what I'm reading, I need to look more into it, but from what I'm reading, I think the issue is like, if they're gonna do that to one, then they need to do it to all, I think is the bigger point here. And there are more than just hip hop and rap artists who have been caught up in scandals that have music on these platforms, and I can see them making, like, wanting to say like, hey, you're attacking this and making, to me, it's weaponizing this as if it's only affecting this type of music. And kind of like when you go back to Damn and you go through that clip of the Fox News anchor and what they were saying about, you know, what rap has done for racism, that whole thing. I can see that being the train of thought. But like I said, I'd have to learn more about this. But it sounds like it's a lot more complicated. Again, I'd have to look more into it to be able to like verbalize what my thoughts are on that. Like, I can see how that would be a little jarring. I can see why he would go for that. It seems like it's a little bit more complicated and complex than that. I hate to end the video with this one. Let's go ahead and do these other ones. No promises that my brain is gonna pick up on much though here. Not like Us music video.
I am reincarnated. I was stargazing. Life goes on. I need all my babies.
Woke up looking for the broccoli. Hot key, keep a horn on me.
Is this different? Or is everything just blending together? That's sad. My brain is mush.
RP, ownership, the blueprint is by me. Mr. Get Off, I get off at my feet.
Is that a drawer? Oh my.
What's the password?
I see dead people.
Okay, that's how I remember it starting too.
You late.
Hey, mustard on the beat, ho, Debo, any rap nigga, he a freak throw, man down, call like Amber Lambs, tell him breathe, bro, nail a nigga to the cross, he walk around like Tizo. What's up with these jabroni ass niggas trying to see Compton? The industry can hate me, fuck them all and they mama. How many options you really got? I mean, it's too many options. I'm finna pass on this body, I'm John Stockton. Beat your ass and hide the Bible if God watching. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. Certified boogeyman, I'm the one that up to score with him. Walk him down whole time, I know he got some hoe in him. Pull on him, extort shit, bully the flow on him. Say Drake, I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to cell block 1. To any bitch that talk to him and they in love, just make sure you hide your little sister from him. They tell me Chubb's the only one that get your hand-me-downs and party at the party playing with his nose.
Why does that look familiar?
Now, and Baka got a weird case. Why is he around? Certified lover boys, certified pedophiles. Wop, 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 wop. That fuck him up. Wop.
Disclaimer, no OVOs were harmed during the making of this video.
Do my stuff. Why you trolling like a bitch? Ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor. They not like us. 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 You think the Bay gon' let you disrespect Pop, nigga? I think that Oakland show gon' be your last stop, nigga. They cold foul, I don't know why you still pretending. What is the owl? Bird niggas and bird bitches, go. The audience not dumb, shape the stories how you want. Hey Drake, they're not slow. Rabbit hole is still deep, I can go further, I promise. Ain't there some B-rest that's for bitchin'? You Malibu most wanted, ain't no love boy, you ball boy. Fresh Gatorade or something. Since 2009, I had this bitch jumping. You niggas will get a wedgie, be flipped over your boxes, or over your foe. The other vaginal option, pussy. Nigga better straighten they posture. Got favorites all up in contact. Might write this with a doctor. Tell a pop star quit hiding. Fuck a caption, won't action. No accident, I'm hands on. He fuck around, get polished. Fucked on Wayne Grow, he was in jail. That's conniving. Then get his face tatted like a bitch apologizing. I'm glad D-Rose came home, y'all didn't deserve him neither. From Alondra down to Central, nigga better not speak on Serena. And your homeboy needs subpoena. That predator moving flocks. That name gotta be registered and placed on neighborhood watch. I lean on you niggas like another line of walk. Yeah, it's all eyes on me and I'ma send it up the pot. Ay, put the roll label on me, I'ma get them dropped. Ay, sweet chin music and I won't pass the ox. Ay, how many stocks
rocks do I really have in stock? Ay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 5. Ay, devil is a lie. He is 69 God. Ay, freaky ass niggas need to stay their ass inside. Ay, roll it.
I know there's so much context I'm missing. There's some things that are popping in my head. I know, baby, I'm almost done. Just lay down. I know there's things that like are registering that I'm like, wait, but I quite literally cannot put them together. That's where I'm at. Maybe I should have waited on these. I just needed some good vibes. And like, this is good vibes.
Ass up like a fresh pack of Zon. Ay, city is back up, it's a must, we outside. Ay. They not like us. 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 Once upon a time, all of us was in chains. Homie still double down, calling us some slaves. Atlanta was the mecca, building railroads and trains. Bear with me for a second, let me put y'all on game. The settlers was using town folk to make them richer. Fast forward 2024, you got the same agenda. You run to Atlanta when you need a check balance. Let me break it down for you, this the real nigga challenge. You caught Future when you didn't see the club. Hey, what? Little baby help you get your lingo up. What? 21 get your first street cred. Thug make you feel like you a slime in your head. Hey, what? Quavo said you can be from North Side. What? 2 Chainz say you good, but he lied. You run to Atlanta when you need a few dollars. No, you not a colleague, you a fucking colonizer. The family matter and the truth of the matter. Here was God's plan to show y'all the liar. He a fan, he a fan, he a fan. He a fan, he a fan, he a freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Hey, 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 run for your life. Hey, 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 run for your life. Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Hey, 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 run for your life. Hey, 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 run for your life. Let me hear you say OV ho. Say OV ho. Then step.
Puppy, I love you. Can we play with your babies after? I love you. You're a good puppy.
Step that way, then step this way. Step that way. Are you my friend?
I love the To Pimp the Butterfly record. Okay, baby. I know. Hold on. It's okay. Legend. If I move this, will you settle? I'm sorry if the lights are weird, but Puppy has decided to join us, so if that means that he will. Hi. I love you so much. Just give me a few more minutes.
Are we liking?
His way.
Step this way, step that way, then step this way, step that
I loved the To Pimp the Butterfly record showing though.
way.
Oh, he's put him in a cage. Oh, that's a sick way to end that. I'm so sorry about those animals, the livestock outside. Damn! Damn! That was so good! Y'all want to do it again? That was awesome. It's okay, puppy. That was good. That was really good. Again, I know I did not pick up on stuff. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm not trying to disappoint anybody. I'm just like, oh my god. Here, baby. Why don't you go lay down? Baby, it's the same way you came in. So the music video came out July 4th, 2024. And then September 11th, 2024, we get Watch the Party Die.
time to watch the party die. The shit done got too wicked to apologize. It's different, get them whacked and disqualified. We even kill the killers cause they like taking innocent lives. Burn a whole village, we start over. Here's really that time. Why reason with these niggas if they can't see the future first? Why argue with these clowns if the circus is well at work? Just walk that man down, that'll do everyone a solid. It's love but tough love sometimes gotta result in violence. If you parading gluttony without giving truth to the youth, the graveyard is company. Just tell us what casket to choose. They party more than bitches, tell me what are you working for? They glorify scam, we kill the...
Sorry, Legend was laying down. He doesn't normally do that, which is kind of concerning if I'm being honest. The fact that he's laid down behind me, that's not normal. As I've been filming this video, he's been having a lot of problems and that's not been helping. This week's been really rough with his health stuff, so all of that to be said, it's just got me nervous about his decline. So it's not just his snoring, it's now his breathing. So okay.
Killers cause they like taking innocent lives. Burn a whole village, we start over. Here's really that time. Why reason with these niggas if they can't see the future first? Why argue with these clowns if the circus is well at work? Just walk that man down, that'll do everyone a solid. It's love but tough love sometimes gotta result in violence. If you parading gluttony without giving truth to the youth, the graveyard is company. Just tell us what casket to choose. They party more than bitches, tell me what are you working for? They glorify scamming, you get chipped over this credit card. Influencers talk down cause I'm not with the basic shit, but they don't hate me, they hate the man that I represent. The type of man that never did right cause I want a favor. The man that resides in patience. So where the soldiers at? The ones that lost it all and learned to learn from that. A thirst for life, head inside a book cause he concerned with that. Information that'll change his life because he yearns for that. Dedication, finding out what's right cause he can earn from that. I feel for the women that deal with the clown and nerd shit. Can't blame them, today they ain't really got much to work with. How many bitches harder than a lot of you niggas? Will trade all of y'all for nip, I can't be proud of you niggas. Oh. God give me life, dear God please give me peace. Dear God please keep these lame niggas away from me. Dear God keep me shining, the fuck do they really think? Pocket watching, you must be the police. God bless these words, dear God bless how I think. Dear God draw the line, they trying to confuse them with me. Dear God please forgive me, you knowing how hard I tried. I think it's time for me to watch the party die. Get them gone, we go watch the party die. Send them home, we go watch the party die.
I swear I've heard that, whatever that sampled from, I swear I've heard it before. It's beautiful.
I think it's time to watch the party die. Street niggas and the corporate guys, the rappers that report the lies. I need their families mortified. We can do life without them, get their bodies organized. Tell me if you oblige. No more pillow talking, jump starting neighborhood wars. Dirty macking bitches because your spirit is insecure. The flashy nigga with nasty decisions, using money as a backbone. I want his head cracked before he's back home. The radio personality pushing propaganda for salary. Let me know when they turn up as a casualty. I want agony, assault and battery. I see a new earth filled with beautiful people making humanity work. Let's kill the followers that follow up on popping mollies from the obvious degenerates that's failing to acknowledge the hope that we trying to spread. If I'm not his vote, then you need to bring his fucking head or film that shit in high res. God give me life, dear God please give me peace. Dear God please keep these lame niggas away from me.
He is like, listen, I'm over this shit. We've proven the point. Here you go.
Me, dear God keep me shining, the fuck do they really think? Pocket watching, you must be the police. God bless these words, dear God bless how I think. Dear God draw the line, they trying to confuse them with me. Dear God please forgive me, you knowing how hard I tried. I think it's time for me to watch the party die. Sometimes I wonder what Lecrae would do. Fuck these niggas up or show them just what prayer do. I wanna be empathetic, my heart like D1, but I will. It's time to get these devils out the way. Heavy metals on my sword, we settle hard disputes today. The ghetto Hollywood divorce, say hello to your future fate. The culture bred with carnivores, you let them snack, they eat your face. The signatures is being forged. They wonder why I'm
Wait, I lost my spot in lyrics. Hold on. Okay. Sorry, I gotta go back a little bit.
away. Heavy metals on my sword, we settle hard disputes today. The ghetto Hollywood divorce, say hello to your future fate. The culture bred with carnivores, you let them snack, they eat your face. The signatures is being forged. They wonder why I'm not enthused to drop. The more visible you get, the more your spiritual is tried. It's cynical to say I know these artists petrified. The end result in jail by Jezebel, a drugged up full of lies. Critical, I know my physical is tested all the time. I'm pitiful, sunk in place soon as I'm questioning my pride. I'm seeing ghosts, blacking out, relapsing one thought at a time. I spend no feelings that ain't mine. I'm in my feelings when I slide. I mean, a nigga wonder what Lecrae would do. Terrence Martin said I'm mentally with layers, true. I flood the market with my best regards, I paid your dues. And so it's up if you ain't one of ours, it's bad news. My nigga Jay Estrada said I gotta burn it down to build it up. That confirmation real as fuck, it ain't too many real as us. Locking into what I trust, looking outside, the kids live tomorrow. Cause today the party just
Damn. And Jack's on this one too. Oof. Interpolations of Meet the Grams and 616 in LA. Wow, that was, first of all, that was beautiful. Not only like sonically, but lyrically. Wow. I don't even have words for that. I will dig more into the annotations after this. I'm so sorry. I don't have it in me. I'm so sorry. God. And if that doesn't just really crown the victory of like, this is what this was about. Despite all the other stuff, like this is what this was about. Dang, baby, you went through. Here you go. Oh, buddy. Just one more, I promise. Last thing is October 9th, 2024, Port Antonio, which is the J. Cole. He's over it. He is over it. Okay, that's fine. Go in there. He's probably gonna eat and drink, and I'm so sorry. This is my life. Port Antonio. It's J. Cole's deeper explanation of bowing out. Okay. Ooh.
Young Jermaine walked the straight and narrow, minimum wage jobs for the narrow, but still my mind was on the zeros. I fiend for the perks that was seen flipping birds, so we was skipping church, but my eyes was on the sparrows. Niggas flipping pies, spending thousands on a payroll. Shit, I wanna shine too, I want dimes too. Jealous niggas wanna know just how my rhymes blew. Mono e mono, I'm Bono, I'm you times two. Now I'm bougie, I done outgrew the fountain blue, but never forgot the spot where I developed my plot. The dwell at the top, the veil where all my skeletons locked. If I could do it all over, then I never would swap. I seen good, I seen bad, had my melanin mocked. I seen lifelong friends turn to devilish ops. I was Mike in red leather trying to tell him to stop. You better beat it for you see that heavy metal get popped. He was a mean ass swing with a
Oof, I was Mike in red leather trying to tell him to stop.
I seen lifelong friends turn to devilish ops. I was Mike in red leather trying to tell him to stop. You better beat it for you see that heavy metal get popped. He was a mean ass swing with a hell of a shot. But if no team draft king, he gon' bet on the block. He wanna ball till he fall until the Federals knock. And sit his ass on the bench for moving careless with rock. You can't relate unless your father was not around and your mother went out and found someone else and then brought around. And they salaries didn't combine when they married and brought you out of that poverty. Then you moved to a soft little part of town, so that when you back in the hood you feel awkward about it now. Then your confidence start to drown, but the rapper gave you some positive thoughts, so you jot them down. You jot them down. Ride to it, 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 ride to it. Y'all niggas ain't stopping me. 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 Y'all niggas ain't stopping me.
Oh my god. Sorry, coughing attack.
Y'all niggas ain't stopping me. Y'all niggas ain't stopping me. Y'all niggas ain't stopping me. Yeah. Benjamin Button, cold flows, reverse time. To find deliveries good as mine, you gotta search primes. I'm scaling heights higher than birds can perch, trying to be something, hoping that peace comes to my cursed mind. One thing's for sure, that I've matured from my first rhyme. I learned long ago, you can't please them all and it hurts trying. In this game where all you've got is your name like dirt, I'm smirking at niggas trying to besmirch mine. Absurd times, where the fake get told it is wise. I can see hate in both of your eyes, but the third's blind. So you search lines, but you struggle, which explains the puzzled look on the dull faces the word finds. I hate when raps become but like do not disturb signs. Can't knock it if I see it's about to dough. They instigate the fuckery because it's profitable, but singing stop the violence tunes with dudes in hospitals. I pulled the plug because I seen where that was about to go. They wanted blood, they wanted clicks to make their pockets grow. They see this fire in my pen and think I'm dodging smoke. I wouldn't have lost the battle dog, I would have lost the bro. I would have gained a foe, and all for what? Just to attain some old props from strangers that don't got a clue what I've been aiming for since the age of 14. Jermaine is no king, if that means I gotta dig up dirt and pay the whole team of...
This is... wow. Respect. Especially from deviating from like what... I mean, in a way this is deviating a bit from like what is... you know? I know, baby, you want to look out at the birds. I'm sorry, I've literally been filming all day. Like, this is insane. Sorry if my energy's down. I'm just literally exhausted. This is just like such, like, just, again, so much respect. I'm really glad that we're doing this song, especially after Love Yours and the apology and everything. I feel like my mentality really does line up a lot with him when it comes to things like this. Like, I know, contrary to what you just saw throughout this of me getting so frustrated and stuff, that is one of the reasons why, like, I am a mediator. I am a try to de-escalate kind of person. Now, when that can't be done, I'm not going to hold back at that point, but I really do try to de-escalate things. So I just really respect this. Like, this isn't easy to do given how it normally operates.
That means I gotta dig up dirt and pay the whole team of algorithm bot niggas just to sway the whole thing on social media, competing for your favorable memes to be considered best to live and rest, the weight of both things. I understand the thirst of being first that made them both swing, protecting legacies, so lines got crossed, perhaps regrettably. My friends went to war, I walked away with all they blood on me. Now some will discredit me, try wipe away my pedigree, but please find a nigga out that's rapping this incredibly. My dog texted me, I share the words he said to me. If you refuse to shoot the gun, don't mean the gun ain't deadly. I guess in that metaphor, hypothetically, the gun is me. I texted back like, guess a gun ain't what I'm trying to be, my nigga. They stripped me of my spot and now I'm finally free, my nigga. They say I'm picking sides, they don't you lie on me, my nigga. To start another war, hey Drake, you'll always be my nigga. I ain't ashamed to say you did a lot for me, my nigga. Fuck all the narratives. Tapping back into your magic pen is what's imperative. Reminding these folks why we do it. It's not for beefing, it's for speaking our thoughts, pushing ourselves, reaching the charts, reaching your minds, deep in your hearts, creeping to find emotions to touch, something inside to open you up, help you cope with the rough times and shit. I'm sending love cause we ain't promised shit. My nigga, y'all niggas ain't stopping me. Yeah. Y'all niggas ain't stopping me. 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 Y'all niggas ain't.
Granted, I will say, as tired as I am and as up and down as this video has been, and even though I really didn't want to do the rest of it just because it's been going on for so long, I think that's where it made sense to end. I do think there's some beauty in this being where it ends that feels, man is out here trying to keep my peace in my head because damn. I know I need to do final thoughts, but I don't have them. I think I say that pretty much every time, but for this one, I really don't. I have a lot to sit with, if I'm just reflecting sitting here, in some ways I'm like, wow. Like in some ways, some of this was incredible. You know, like I do love some of these songs and all of that. And in some ways, you know, it is kind of like that somber, like, dang, like that got messy. That got really messy. And I agree with J. Cole, like lines were crossed for sure. And so for that, it's kind of like, ugh, like I want to be like, oh my gosh. But then at the same time, I'm kind of like, but oh my gosh. I know that's probably not what you want to hear. I know that's probably not the, I'm feeling the J. Cole energy. I know this reaction may not be exactly what you want it to be, but I can promise you that it's gonna be my actual thoughts. That's about all I can promise. I'm sure I'll have more thoughts. I think my reaction speaks for itself. I mean, you can tell the things that I had issues with. You can see the lines that I feel like were crossed. You can see what I thought was like really awesome. And I think some of those are great songs. I just think, you know, I need a moment with things to re-love them, because they are kind of in this place right now where I'm like, ooh, like I'm telling, that Heart Part 6 just really, that was a lot. That was a lot. Like I said, I've been filming quite literally all day. My animals are upset. I really need to get some food. The one thing I am confident on is that I know I missed a ton of things, especially towards the end when I was getting kind of more tired. But please let me know, what did I get right? What did I get wrong? What did I miss? If you've made it this far, I don't think you're probably someone who I have to say this to, but you know, please keep it respectful in the comments for what it's worth. I know this is a volatile situation, but I do appreciate you being respectful and kind in the comments, you know, even if you have different opinions. I am a person who's putting stuff on the internet. I understand to a certain extent that that's going to get me some hate. I kind of fully expect that, but please be kind to each other at least. Overall, some great tracks, but damn. Ooh. I will see you in the next one. Bye.